It's Maya Zanto's 12th birthday today. 1, 2, 12. Yes.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah.
If it's in your way, just move it.
If you leave food too close to us, we might eat it.
Might eat it. Yeah. I'm getting a good start. You got plenty of time. But it works pretty good. Yeah. So you're going to be home maybe. It depends. We'll be home. I shouldn't say we. Ipswich will be home. You're 4 or 5. Depends on what happens with Northwestern tonight and Hitchcock. I have it here.
I have a whole.
If Ipswich wins, they're a 3. If they lose, they're a 4. We're still home. You guys could be a 4 or 5. Northwestern wins tonight. You still have to have 4. If Northwestern, yeah. So it's a they're going to be home. They might be on the road. It depends. But you're going through Christian, and they're going through Laura Burrow, so it doesn't matter in the end. Yeah, that's where you want to be. If you were 3, that's where you needed to stay. Then you have a chance to beat Northwestern, but then you're going to get dismissed. Or that's the difference between these two teams. If you can't beat a quality opponent like James Valley Christian on the road, should have won North 3 of those games. What makes you think you're going to beat a top seed in March? You're just not going to do it. So the tale of the season is told by those games. If you're going to be a contender, you'll win those games and you'll be in a top 10.
Well, you can tell the teams that are good.
Yeah, I think Northwestern's a contender myself. Warner's coming; they're getting better. I wouldn't be shocked if Warner beats Northwestern in the region on that bracket. That wouldn't shock me. They always beat them. That wouldn't shock me a bit. But I don't think they're going anywhere either. So I have all my stuff there.
I'll be back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the feed is on though, so just make sure you're not.
What? Huh? Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. I'm getting requests to do the JV game, so I'm going to do the JV game. So you can plug that in if you want. Usually one, but I'm getting requests to do the JV game, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. Just didn't know.
That's fine. Me neither. I didn't know until 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
So.
You want some coffee and Cheetos? Okay, here. Super hot. Really hot.
All right, welcome into Leola. This Valley live stream broadcast. We are giving you bonus coverage tonight. I'm Jeff Mueller, Rob Altman here. Varsity coming up. JV has taken the court. Jeff, I'm getting requests to do the JV, so why not? We will give you bonus coverage tonight, so let's get the starters. 15, 21, and 11. Taylor Hamanja, Winston Clark, Gavin Nicholson, Ethan Petrick, and Milo Sumption for Leola. Tucker Miller, Xavier Cadillac, Jace Concert, Max Kalesa, starting for the Tigers, and Loken. So a drive to the basket and a block shot. Ipswich basketball. JV action here tonight. Cadillac, 15-footer straight away, no good. Rebound Gilbertson underneath. Nicholson, I should say, that is. I say Gilbertson. Kamanje has a three, will drive and dish. Winston Clark, no shot there. Through the hands of Sumption, out of bounds. Girls are off tonight. The Ipswich girls actually in Sully Buttes. I think that's a 7 o'clock start for region play that was canceled on Tuesday. For the right to move on. Number 3 rated are the Sully Buttes Lady Chargers. So the heavy favorite down there, obviously, to win that one. We'll get those region games worked in. Traveling out front by Jace Concert, turns it over. Back to Ipswich scoreless here a minute in to this contest. So the place is packed, will be packed tonight as it is on everybody's schedule. Late February, Ipswich, Leola, and when those two get together, who the heck knows what'll happen. And the big varsity game is coming up. Milo driving, steal by Cadillac. Probing with the basketball, turning on Sumption, doubled up, throws it back out top. Kalesa, he'll fake and drive down the lane. Through defenders, got a bucket up and in. Kalesa scoring. 2-0 Ipswich. And Hamanja works it down. Still scoreless, the Titans. Petrick driving, losing it, throws it back out. Hopping inside. Winston Clark throws it out to Hamanja. I think he traveled. He went. Wow, was that a traveling, Jeff?
I wasn't looking.
Certainly looked like it. If it wasn't, it was a great move. Hamanja gets a bucket and ties us at 2. Steal by Sumption. And Hamanja has it again. Nicholson. Hey, makeup call. Yeah, that was, I don't know if that was a travel, but it was certainly a makeup call. He got him for traveling there. Makeup calls are real, Jeff.
They do happen.
They absolutely do happen.
They will tell you they don't, but they do happen.
Yeah, they do happen. Yeah.
I got Betty Pat giving me the side eye here. Maybe she disagrees.
I've been around this long enough. I know they happen. I've seen.
They do.
They happen in pros too.
Yeah, they do at every level.
Every level. It's no doubt. Tucker Miller's pass is errant, out of bounds. Tucker to the stage, but no trumpet to toot on, so out he comes. Miller, the transfer from Aberdeen Christian, 6'5"-ish is what they have him listed at. So, down the lane, Miller did not pick up. Weston Thorpe, the freshman, driving in for a 2-point lead. 3.5 to go. Luke Waltman has checked in for the Tigers. Into Miller, defended by Petrick, and a foul on Ethan. I know that sounds weird, but Luke is in Ipswich this year. For those of you that don't know, that's why I haven't been here. I've been in Ipswich and an Aberdeen Christian duty all season. My first Leola game, which is great.
Yeah, we get to get the band back together for one night.
Yeah, one night. Yeah. So Luke back in for the first time here tonight. Inbounds to Miller, back to Cadillac. Cadillac looking, feeding out Jace. He can shoot it. Boy, he's been on fire. This kid has missed nothing the last couple of weeks. I mean, 4 for 5, 5 for 6. He's just drained them all. I'm just shocked that he doesn't get more varsity time, because he has a gun on him from turnover. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen him play. Number 1, he's a junior. He's smaller.
Haven't had a chance to watch enough Ipswich games.
Definitely, he's smaller, but when he's open, look out. He's shooting as well as anybody amongst both of these teams, JV and Varsity, I would put money on that. His numbers are off the charts. Cadillac drives in. He's probably shooting 65% the last 4 games. Yeah, just hitting everything. And they're all deep. So he's getting time and getting a little Varsity time, but not enough to make a difference. But on the JV, he's been ripping it up. Cadillac to the free throw line where he'll get 2 shots. First one good.
Couple of notes. Ipswich girls playing in Sully Buttes. That game is Sully Buttes up 52-35 with 3 minutes left in the fourth.
All right.
So no surprise.
Stevie Whitler and crew moving on. Miller gets the miss, puts it up and in for the Tigers. They're very good. Have you seen them play this year? Sully Buttes, ladies?
I have not.
Milo, nice move around Miller down the lane. They're very good. Stevie Whitler, and I'm guessing that's the brother of Weston Whitler, the freshman who came in and he's dropping 20 a night as a freshman, and he's about 5'6". I know there's a connection there. I'm not sure if they're brother or sister or cousins, but the Whitlers know how to do it, and they have a long history. So Stevie Whitler and her cast down there, they're very, very solid. They'll probably make it to state, I would guess. Milo inside, has it almost taken away by Cadillac, finding Gilbertson inside. He'll sneak to the rim, no good, blocked twice, and picked up by Miller. 2:03 to go, 8-6 our score. Ipswich leading, Miller bringing it down out to Jace Conser. No shot there. Now Waltman crosses into Cadillac. Gilbertson defending there. Cadillac drives in. Ball swatted away, picked up, given to Miller. Hook shot from 7 won't go. Waltman has the rebound. Strong bounce goes up. Blocked away from behind by Sumption. Off running is Winston Clark to the rim, and a whistle and a blocking foul on Tucker. Miller or Cadillac, one or the other. 8-6 the score stays. Free throws now for Winston Clark, the freshman. Or what? Is it Winston? Yeah, Winston Clark, the freshman.
And that's Lucas Gulbranson.
Am I saying Gilbertson?
Yeah, and that's Taylor Hamunga.
Hamunga. Okay. Hamunga Gilbranson.
Gulbranson.
My goodness.
Yeah, see?
That's a mouthful.
You can't come in here cold, Rob. It's cold outside.
Yeah. Gulbranson and Hamunga. Rebound, put back, Sumption, no. And Cadillac with the rebound.
By the way, that is now a final. Sully Buttes 54, Ipswich 36.
Yeah.
The Ipswich Lady Tigers season comes to an end at the hands of the Sully Buttes Chargers.
They're in rebuild mode, but they have some players coming up for sure.
I think
so.
Talent, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll improve upon here. Pass inside, picked off. Nicholson chasing and charging and challenging Miller. Misses the layup and put back up and in for the Titans. Ties the game at 8 apiece. We're under a minute to go. It should be. I don't know if they put that up. Am I wrong, Jeff?
I wasn't looking.
Jace into Tucker. Backdoor slipped through his hands out of bounds. I thought it was 8-6 before the layup.
Oh,
there it is.
I saw the action at the scorer's table. They were fixing it.
Okay. 50 seconds left in the first, tied at 8. We expect nothing but a close game, JV and Varsity tonight. I would not put money on a 20-point swing either way. Here's a steal by Concert, jabbed away, and a foul. Nope, just jabbed away by Nicholson, out of bounds to the Tigers. 38 seconds to go in the first. So Casey Gritz comes in for Ipswich. And Hedich, the younger Hedich, Kyle, right there with the basketball. He's a really nice athlete. Backdoor lob to Kyle. He has it. He's in the jungle. Nothing to do with it. Waltman retains. Swings it out to Concert. Fakes the three. Now drives to the rim hard. Throws it up. Altered and picked up by Sumption with 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Hamunga with it. Is that right?
Yep, Hamunga.
Okay.
Yep.
I've known that. It just the way I've been saying it. It's just in my head.
I had to ask before the first game.
There's a jump shot. Baseline good by Nicholson. And right at the horn, a 3-point lead after one. In junior varsity action, it's the Titans 11 and the Tigers 8. Can we pause? Shall we pause?
We will pause and take a quick break.
Okay, be back in a moment.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
At Valley Telecommunications Cooperative, we've built a reputation for providing the best telecommunications service in north central South Dakota, but that's only the beginning. We also provide scholarships for high school seniors, participate in your community events, distribute donations and sponsorships, and provide capital credit refunds through our patronage program. Valley Telecommunications Cooperative, providing great service and so much more.
So we head to the second. Here's the deal, Jeff. I know these kids by Taylor and Lucas by their first name. I've never called them by it's just Lucas.
Yep.
Yeah. But as they get to varsity, then you have to go to that last name. But a lot of times I call the Ipswich guys by their first name.
Oh, I go back and forth.
Yeah, I do too.
So
yeah,
when you know the kids as well as you end up doing when you're around them, around the team that much, and if you have a kid playing with them, it's hard not to, because Caitlin's playing with the girls, so you
get them by a first name basis. Steal, Sumption, layup, good.
To say for those Titans fans who maybe watched the Harriet Selby game, the JV game, Milo Sumption went on a personal 10-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes of that game to win that for the Titans. Come from behind win.
Where was this?
Over in Harriet last Friday.
Oh, okay.
8-point lead for the Wolverines, and Milo Sumption won on a 10-0 run by himself to win the game for the Titans.
In a JV game, yeah.
Yep. It was. I went back and watched the Valley recording on YouTube, and it was.
Hey, he's on a 4-0 run right now.
He's a strong player. Plays inside, goes to the hole.
He's a big freshman, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Here comes Cadillac strong to the hole. Blocked by Nicholson. Picked up. Blocked again. And they swing it out top to Kalesa. 15-10. Max to the rim. No good. That 3 blocks in that possession by the Titans. So Hamanga has it right side. 2 straight buckets. Petrick inside. Offensive foul. That's his second here tonight. So he's tagged and will have to come out. And checking in is McKinley Costers. Oh, pardon me. Petrick has 3 fouls already. I missed one.
Oh, he's good. He'll sit down for a while.
Well, he's like a Blake Rich. He's very prone to foul trouble. There's certain guys that are like, and he's one of them. Blake can dig a hole early.
He's not afraid of contact.
No, but sometimes it's obviously it's too much contact, so you got to stop the elbowing and stuff like that. Here's a drive inside. Kalesa had it stripped, and the Titans in control now, up by 5. Here with 4 minutes to go in the second. Hamanga open baseline, driving, cut off, feeds it back out. Coster, swing it up top. Sumption's open, wants it again. He's got a couple of straight buckets here. Loken defending. Shot clock 15. Milo faking right, going left. Did he travel, or was there a foul? There's a reach-in on Kalesa. Or somebody, Loken. So Rasmus picks up the foul. Hamanga going to toss in. As far as I know, no points here in the quarter for the Tigers. Maybe a bucket. Winston Clark coming in for Weston Thorpe. And the inbounds Titans have it underneath their own basket. As Hamanga tossing in, looking, got to get it in. Finally to Sumption. Sumption driving hard to the rim, head down, and an offensive foul. Yeah. It's like a bowl out of the corral that's been juiced up on something. He picks it up.
Sometimes that's what those JV games are for.
Oh, yeah. Kalesa driving around the perimeter, and Sumption steals it away. So far, it's been the Milo Sumption show here tonight in the JV. And he wants to drive again on Cadillac. Throws it back out. Thorpe, no shot, gets a corner, left side. Cadillac defending. Up to Thorpe. trying to get a shot over Kalesa. Good ball movement here. Hamanga fading from 15, leaving it short, and rebound ran down by Brody Davis, who's a freshman for the Tigers. Now Cadillac stops above the circle, feeds to Kalesa. Back up to Davis. Jackson Holt, also a freshman, getting it on a cut into a triple team, in trouble, throws it back out. Davis, shot clock at 18. Good ball movement, no shots. Into Loken, and Nicholson from behind with the bump. Still no points here, Jeff, for Ipswich.
Yeah, at one point, this is an 8-8 game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, at one point it was 8-6. I think Ipswich was ahead.
Waltman, Gaditz, Hedich coming in. When we return, as we pause in action, 5-point Titan lead from Valley Live Sports.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
So 2:55 to go in the second, and junior varsity bonus action tonight from Valley. Rob, Jeff, courtside. 8 rows up, maybe?
I've never done the math. It looks like that's about right.
Is it about right?
Yeah.
Casey Gaditz in, throwing it into Kalesa. There's a lane open. He'll go in, rise up and shoot. No good. Taps it out long. Hamanga running it down on the baseline. And a 5-point lead. Milo will drive, and he does. And he lost it, and Costers has it. Swing it out, Thorpe. He'll step back from 3 and knock one in from 20. Clark, pardon me.
Yep, Winston Clark.
I get those two confused. Winston can shoot it. He's always got the yellow shoes. I should know that. So it's an 8-point lead with that 3. And Cadillac is struggling with Sumption inside here tonight. Steal by the Titans, off and running. Huffman lost it. And it stays with the Titans. Xander going to the rim.
Guessing if you told Weston Thorpe that he could have Winston's height, he'd take it.
Yeah, yeah. Weston at 5'7", and Winston 6 foot. And both freshmen, correct?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Part of that really good freshman class that the Titans have.
They overturned that, reversed that call, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think the original call, they didn't have a good view of it. When you're trailing the play, sometimes it's hard to see it through all the bodies.
8-point deficit. Tigers have dug here in the second. Costers defending Waltman. Driving, throwing it out to Gaditz. Now Kalesa. He very rarely takes that long 3. This time does. Missed it. Battle for the rebound. Hedich tangled up with a Titan and a foul on Xander Huffman. And I think the Leola fans were thinking the other way.
Well, Xander definitely took the worst of that collision, but also not afraid of some contact.
So Costers is out, and Lucas Colbrinson comes in. The freshman, 6'1". And here's Hedich trying to get something here on the scoreboard in the second quarter. He's really good at the free throw line. Missed that one. Milo, another rebound. You can't screw that up. It's just Milo.
Yep, that's the best way to do it, especially since there's always a good chance there's probably an extra Sumption laying around. So just
Milo.
Use the first name and be done with it.
Here comes Milo, driving hard again, fading baseline. Lucas has the rebound offensively, and out to Xander Huffman for 3, 2 in a row here by the Titans. 21-10. I don't know if Ipswich has scored. If they have, it's only a bucket. 3 by the Tigers. No good. Kalesa rebounds the Cadillac miss out to Hedich on the right corner.
Titans are on a 15-2 run right now.
15-2. Casey Gaditz into Cadillac, facing up on Milo. Good looking shot there. Finally a bucket for the Tigers.
It's been a while.
Nope. 21-12, still a game. 55 seconds to go in the second quarter. Milo posting now. Cadillac defending. Hedich coming to help. Pass back out to Huffman. Now in the corner, a 3 by
that was Clark.
Clark again.
Yep.
That's no good. And the rebound by the Titans. The Tigers rather. Here comes Cadillac sizing up Milo. Wants to take him to the rim. He lost it going in, and a scramble. Cadillac has it. Did he call timeout? Nope, jump ball. Goes to Leola Frederick. Cadillac's been their best player, able to drive, do what he kind of wants. He's not been able to do that so much tonight. As Milo's giving him a little bit of problems, which is shocking. Cadillac every game has been able to get to the rim. So far, not tonight. Milo head faking. Up top, driving, hopping to the rim. Shot no good. Whistles blow, and 2 shots coming for Winston. And the foul is on Waltman. That is his first, so 2 shots here with 13.9 seconds to go in this first half. Varsity coming up tonight. We will continue Rock Fight 2.0 from last year. I hope not.
Oh, man.
But it was a rock fight last year, man.
Yeah, well, when we get to the pregame, we'll have to talk about that a little bit. It was painful to watch on both sides for a while last year.
We'll explain. Hopefully that's not the case, but it certainly could be. Kalesa, free throw line, has to fire, does, misses badly missed, and that's the end of the first half. So just a bucket or 2 here in the quarter by Ipswich, and a 10-point Titan lead. 22-12, we'll pause and come back.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We're very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
AgTegra Cooperative is an innovative, farmer-owned grain and agronomy cooperative throughout eastern North and South Dakota. In addition to offering grain and agronomy services, we offer our members aerial application services, fuel, feed, and precision ag hardware and software products and services. AgTegra promotes agricultural sustainability through the best applications of science and technology to assist farmers in the production of a safe, healthy, and abundant supply of grain in an economically viable system. Visit agtegra.com for more information. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Kurt's Repair of Leola is a proud sponsor of the Leola Frederick Titans. For more than 40 years, Kurt's Repair in Leola has provided tractor hauling and tractor and equipment repair in and around the Leola area. Kurt's Repair is proud to be a part of the Leola community and proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
The Glass Doctor is Aberdeen's locally owned mobile ag, construction, truck, RV, and automotive glass replacement business. Conveniently open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve your needs. Also ask about getting your windshield wiper blades replaced with your windshield replacement. Call Kirby at 605-380-9469. The Glass Doctor is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
Hi, this is Amanda Rodden, and I am an independent agent with the John C. Agency. In my experience with helping families with farms just like yours, I know having the right coverage is crucial. I can provide you with a financially strong insurance company who will be there to protect your family, home, farm, and your way of life. Call the John C. Agency at 426-6330.
Watonka Veterinary Services is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Located near Watonka, Dr. Tim Cruz will care for your animals, both large and small. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and are committed to serving the surrounding area. Contact Watonka Veterinary Services at 605-225-7176 for all of your veterinary needs. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
Raising and selling top quality Angus cattle has been our focus since 1939. We have kept only the top performing bull calves, and they are for sale private treaty in the spring. Our purebred replacement heifer program has been producing top selling and performing females for years, annually in October. When you need high producing Angus cattle, turn to Erdman Angus Ranch with locations in Leola and Watonka, South Dakota. Check us out on Facebook or go to erdmanangus.com. Erdman Angus Ranch, your total herd source from one generation to the next.
Bonus coverage tonight here in Leola is the Titans JV leading the Tigers JV 22-12. Rob Waltman, Jeff Mueller, and he's looking at ST scores. What do you have?
Yeah, so looking at so for the Region 6B, we'll talk about some of this later too, but with the weather this past week, the girls' region games all over the state
blowing up.
It just, and there's no consistency to it. Some games are played early.
Yep.
Some entire regions moved their stuff back, and some split stuff up. Region 6B split stuff up. So Potter County and Lyman are playing for their SODAC 16 bid right now.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Harriet Selby is hosting Lower Brule in the other half of the bracket, and they're still around behind.
I know. 6 is really screwed up.
So Lyman and Potter County, Lyman's up, and you talk about a rock fight. We're kind of close there, 24-10
wow.
in the third quarter.
Wow.
So not a lot of offense there. Lower Brule currently leads Harriet Selby 53-49, so a good game in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. So there's some action in 6B. The Tigers did lose, or Lady Tigers did lose to Sully Buttes earlier, 54-36. That was after they were one of the few teams that got to play on Monday and took down Sunshine Bible 43-29. You know, and your prize for that playing game is to play the number 1 seed.
Sully Buttes.
And yeah, not much of a reward when you get to take on somebody like that. So like you mentioned earlier, Sully Buttes ranked number 3 in the state in the Media Bowl. So tough draw for the Lady Tigers, and their season comes to an end. Which no shame in that.
No, it's a good system. We talked about it with how it's set up now, and you go to the region, then the SODAC 16, then they're reseeded. So if you're a team that has few seed points, you're going to play one of those tough teams eventually, and that's okay. You got to be a good team to beat a good team. Now, back in the old days, maybe you could pull an upset and sneak in, but
well, I mean, and there's competing priorities for that. You know, some people, you like having some region representation. About this way, you have, I wouldn't say you can guarantee the 8 best teams, but you will have a better set of 8 teams. You have a better set of 8 teams.
Let me give you an example. Maybe if you go back years ago, Faith was one of those teams that always came in out of Region 8, and people said, yeah, well, Faith's here again, but, you know, they're probably not going anywhere.
How many times did the number 1 seed come from one of those regions and get knocked out in the first round? And they'd finish 7th or 8th in the tournament.
Bingo. Many times. So I think this year's different. We're talking varsity boys now. Faith, to me, I've seen them 3, 4, 5 times. I've watched them. I think that's a quality team.
Oh, yeah. There's some good teams over there.
I think this year, even if they would go back to the old system and get in, I think they're going to do fine at the beat. I really, really do. Now, Aberdeen Christian is the number 1 rated team. Maybe not. They're going to be about a 2 or 3 seed, depending on. We'll go over that when we get further. They're not going to be number 1 going in. They're going to be 2, 3, 4, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I said earlier, Jeff, they're the best team that I've seen in this 4-year run. Now the last several weeks.
And so they've had a couple of down games.
Well, the Class A teams are very, very good.
Yep.
And I still think they're very, very good. But I think maybe they peaked at one point in the season, and maybe that was at the Corn Palace.
Oh, yeah.
And if they can play like they should play, they'll be very hard to beat. If they don't bring it, boy, there's a lot of competition there.
Exactly.
My goodness. DeSmit could win it. White River could win it. Lower Brule could win it. Aberdeen. Faith, I mentioned. Viborg Hurley's coming on. Look out for them.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's going to be a very, very good B. Now, next year, the SODAC 16, they just passed at South Dakota High School activities last week. When we get to SODAC 16, it's going to be the top seeds get a home game. We're not going to go to neutral sites. I like that a lot. That you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Again, it all depends on the priorities you want, and if you're looking to get the best teams, you want to reward the teams that had the best season.
No, I think that's a good thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a top seed, you should get that last home game. They were talking about a Sodak 32. They've tabled that to reseed them when you get to the region final.
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't know if I like that. I just don't know if I like that. I think give them the home game in the Sodak 16, the top seeds. I like that. But they're going to bring it back up for discussion. So Ipswich muscling inside, trying to get a shot away. Several attempts resulting in nothing, and Cadillac to the free throw line on a foul. Trying to trim into the 10-point lead here by the Titan JV. Cadillac errant on the first shot. He's been out of sorts here tonight. 1 of 2 for Tucker. Cadillac, Miller, Loken, Conser, Kalesa starting it. Petrick starting in the middle with Miller on his hip and a whistle out top as Nicholson had the basketball. Got somebody out top, Kalesa, for a foul. So it's a 9-point game, 22-13 here in Leola. Weston Thorpe putting on moves on Conser up top. Screen comes. Nicholson has it. Charges down the lane. Shot altered by Miller. Picked up by Petrick, and he can't get it to go. Rebound, Cadillac underneath.
A couple of quick updates. Lyman 32, Potter County 15 at the end of 3. Harriet, Selby, and Lower Brule tied at 56. 5 minutes left. Good game over there in Harriet.
I expect that. Miller getting a bucket on Petrick underneath. Cutting this lead to 22-15. The Titans. Hamanga travel. Yes. So back to the Tigers. This will be their these guys' finales for the year, unless you're sitting varsity. So most of these guys will hang the jerseys up here this weekend. And they probably got their track shoes already shined up over in Ipswich. You know what I'm saying?
Probably. There's going to be some guys running already on Monday.
I mean, good grief. This is, some schools are just known for what they're known for.
Yep.
Ipswich is a track school. It is, baby. I mean, look at all the banners over there.
Oh, yeah.
They are known for track and field.
And cross country.
And cross country, exactly, yeah. It's almost not enough room in the gymnasium for all the banners. Picked off. Kalesa comes the other way. Conser in transition. Fouled going in. 2 shots.
One thing, and not that we want to pick on it during the game, but one thing you also know is that because of the 7-quarter rule, there are some JV players that will sit a quarter during the JV game so they can play all 4 quarters of varsity.
Right.
And who those players are and when they sit for either team.
It'll be Jace, it'll be Tucker, it'll be Rasmus, it'll be Max.
And for the Titans, I know Milo and Ethan both play. Taylor gets some time. Winston gets some time. So some of those guys, some of them might be sitting in this quarter. I have a feeling that Jace Conser maybe sat in quarter 2, didn't he? Or was he out there? I don't remember.
We'll stay right here. I don't remember. However, it depends if they play. Some of these younger kids, Miller plays the most for Ipswich, so he's the guy you got to say, hey, we need the 4 eligible quarters in varsity. But the other guys like Kalesa, he's not going to get in. Jace a little bit. Rasmus, he won't get in. So, you know what I'm saying? You can play him then.
There's 2-3 guys on each team that they want to save for coming off the bench in the varsity.
Milo and Ethan and Tucker probably.
Winston Clark.
And Winston Clark, right. Titans have more than what Ipswich had. I know they're sitting, but they won't use up those quarters in the varsity. So, timeout taken and a 22-17 lead. Now, the Titans having trouble getting the ball through that cylinder that Mr. Naismith developed years ago, and my oh my, as he caused grit. He's caused agony and pain and happiness for a lot of people over the years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It's not as bad as golf. I mean, that's worse. But, yes, you can.
And a little tidbit about that, Naismith and 18 whatever, Dr. James Naismith inventing basketball. When he invented basketball, the rim was exactly what it is today. It was exactly at 10 feet.
Oh, yeah.
There was no experiment. Oh, that's not right. It was exactly what it is today. Of course, we didn't have the 3-point line and all those things.
It was a peach basket. I think when they started out, they couldn't dribble.
Yeah.
You had to pass.
So he kind of got it right from the first time with the height of the basket. and all those things, and the diameter of the cylinder. Whistle out top. What do we have?
Mr. Thorpe threw a little elbow.
3:29 to go.
Trying to clear the defender out. Ref saw it, called it.
These 6-minute quarters just
They go by quick.
they go by very quickly. 8-minute quarters are really fast, and back in the day before the girls played and we had all these double dips, right? We had 8-minute quarters in JV. There's a steal. Miller throws it up around Frederick. No. So it's the way it is now, but it's shorter than an 8-minute, and it makes a difference.
Well, and I think going back to the idea of kids that have to play in both games, I think at the B level it would be hard to play 8-minute quarters. You're asking some of those kids to play a lot of minutes. Now, higher levels, where your JV and your varsity might actually be separate. I don't know if a lot of A schools, or say AA, if they automatically play 8 minutes.
I don't know.
Quarters or not. I don't know.
Wish we would go to some sort of a, like North Dakota does, I believe, a half.
Oh, sure.
A half of 16 minutes or something. Frederick inside had a block by Miller. The reason I say that is the time is the same, but it makes the game flow so much better, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the 6 minutes is almost too short.
I'm talking varsity.
Yeah.
2 8-minute quarters
sure,
or one
for varsity,
16-minute half. I'd be all in favor of a 16-minute half. Just makes the game flow much better. Same in college with the long 20-minute halves.
But yet the college girls play quarters.
They play quarters, but they used to play halves. They
Yep.
changed that. 3 taken in the corner. No good by Thorpe. Rebounded by Miller. And I didn't like that. I like the halves myself.
I'm probably more of a quarter guy, but I think there's some pros and cons to both.
Palessa trying to get a shot for Miller. Here's a high arcing 3. No good. Rasmus Loken runs down the rebound. So it's been all Ipswich in the third. Titans own that second quarter, and now we have a game. Separation of 5 points. Cadillac trying to drive and go to work. Concert hasn't gotten the threes he's accustomed to. He'll drive and throw it right into Hamanga's lap. He's only gotten 1 or 2 opportunities here tonight. Now running are the Titans. Ball picked off by Cadillac.
Pass was a little too late.
Had the transition there, but you're right. So
It was there. It was open.
Yep.
Good defensive play by the Tigers.
Palessa feeds on the wing. They'll go into Miller. He had the mismatch for a moment. Now Jace for 3. No. I told you he's been money for the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's just been incredible. Not missing very many.
I think we have a 5-0 score in this quarter so far?
I think so.
The Tigers haven't scored a lot, but the Titans haven't scored at all.
At all. Xander misses a 3 after the 3 by Jace. Concert missing. Ipswich the rebound, trailing by 5 under a minute to go here in the third. Concert throws into Miller. Backdoor swinging it and out of bounds. Last touched by Lucas Gilbranson. I can't say that.
You have to practice.
I got to practice. Say that when he flies in for a fantastic move. Yeah. Lucas is 6'1" freshman. Very long. Miller has position now. Left-handed hook shot. Crawls and bites. Good. So they list Tucker Miller at 6'7". Don't know if he's quite that tall. And the little guy goes to work. Thorpe underneath. First bucket here in the third. Ipswich can play it for the final shot. 24-19.
That was the Titans' first basket of the quarter.
Right.
And barring something weird here, probably their only basket. Since Ipswich can run out the clock here, get the last shot.
Will they go to Miller inside? Will they shoot the 3 with Jace? Here's a shot. Oh, he had it. Passed it up. Now drives. Waltman has a 3. Not there. Up to Palessa and Xander with the bump. 2.6 seconds left. Down shooting.
Now, if you're the Titans, it's not a bad foul.
No.
With under 3 seconds to go, you're forcing the Tigers to inbound and get a shot off.
See what kind of a play they run here. Jace, Waltman, Tucker for a 3. They'll throw it to Cadillac, muscling inside. Fouled. Oh, won't go. Almost a 3-point play. 0.8 left. And shots coming for Tucker. Cadillac.
Good choice by the Tigers. A bit of a mismatch. They kind of cleared everybody else out. Everybody else was up near half court.
Cadillac's just one of those guys that comes downhill at you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and he had a size advantage against Taylor down low.
He's just a downhill basketball player. Not seeing it as much tonight as I've seen all season, but he does come at you. Hits one, hits two. 3-point game. 0.8 seconds left in the third. And we go to the fourth from Valley Live Sports with Ipswich up or down 24-21. We'll be back for the fourth right after this.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Valley Telecommunications is pleased to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. As your local communications provider, Valley is your one-stop communications shop. Check out our super fast broadband speeds up to 1 gig. Our GigaBlast broadband service will simplify your life and help you manage your busy household. In your spare time, stream your favorites with Valley's unlimited broadband service. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
We head to the fourth bonus coverage, junior varsity. Varsity coming up, Rob Jeff. 24-21. Titans, they've had this lead since really the opening tap, if I remember right. I'm not sure Ipswich has had the lead.
They were ahead 8-6.
Yeah.
Or in the early going.
Briefly. So, 6 minutes left to decide bragging rights for the summer here from these two rivals. Hamonga dumping it into Milo. It's kicked away, knocked away, and ahead. Here comes Kalesa trying to feed Waltman baseline. He saves the ball from going out of bounds. Throws it back up and intercepted by Nicholson. Taken back by Concert to bail him out. Kalesa, Tucker Miller, Luke Waltman, Jace Concert, and Cadillac on the court now to start this fourth quarter. Miller to Concert, trying to get a three open. He'll drive, step through all the way. Nice move. Waltman there high above the rim. Collects the rebound. He's tripled up, throws it out to Kalesa right through his fingertips, and they'll reset it here. Nice play. Here's Jace into Tucker, posting up. He's doubled. Backdoor. Somebody's open. It's Max Kalesa for two. We got a 1-point game. 24-23. Nicholson crossing over on Kalesa, driving, dishing. Lucas to the rim, spins out. No. Rebound. Lucas, he can't get the seconds to go, and Cadillac has the rebound for a chance at the lead here for the Tigers. Here comes Kalesa. Driving.
About a back and forth game.
All the way to the rim and 2 shots. Wow. So credit the Tigers. They could have phoned this one in a long time ago. Down by what? Double?
At one point they were down 12.
Yeah.
Down 10 at halftime.
Now a chance to tie here for Max.
Titans have still only scored 2 points this entire half.
Nope. 1 to tie. Cannot get one. Milo has been disappearing, or
he sat the third quarter.
He did, but in the second he did a lot of damage. Here he is in the fourth, so watch him. Here's a steal by Kalesi. He has Cadillac on his side. He'll take it by Milo and all the way miss it. Rebound, Milo. Let that one get away. Still a 1-point Titan lead. 4:22 to go. Thorpe. Winston all the way. And a foul, 2 shots. As Kalesa heading on his hip, never really cut him off. Trent Osborne is not happy with Max Kalesa. He just let him go by him. And you're getting you know what, chewing right now.
Now you're going to get challenged by your coach when that happens.
Yeah. 1 made, Clark. 2 made, 3-point lead. Tigers down. 4:18 to go. Every possession critical now. Jace to Kalesa. Miller has not had his way inside with that advantage in height, and now Kalesa gets his way to the free throw line, drawing a foul from Milo. And he just missed a pair. He needs 2 to draw to within 1. Three in a row. Hedich coming in for Waltman. 4:07 to go. 26-23. Titans leading. Max missing 4 in a row. And the rebound, Tucker Cadillac. Tucker, backdoor. Had it blocked from behind by Nicholson. Taken away by Gavin. Good defense by the Titans there. And now Weston Thorpe brings it down on Jace Konsor and a carrying of the basketball. Turnover. 3:50 left. Well, Varsity coming up right after this. We'll have time to chit-chat about the situation. We'll call it the situation update at the end of the regular season. Coming up, talk about the State B, the tournaments, seeding, all that. Konsor fires a 3. He's off tonight. Rebound, Sumption inside. I don't know if he's hit a 3 tonight. Jace was breaking up his stats, and he hasn't backed it up.
You jinxed him, Rob.
Yeah, I did. Winston Clark behind his back. Let it slip away, and Jace to the rim cannot complete the layup. And Thorpe comes out of there with the rebound. And Konsor steals it away. Then he puts it up. It won't go. Boy, they cannot buy a bucket down here, the Tigers. And now they reach in on Max Kalesa, sending the ball back to the Titans. So they had opportunities.
Both teams had some inside shots that wouldn't go down.
Opportunity abounded. Casey Gaditz in for Jace Konsor. Nice young player. Casey is a freshman. 26-23. Titans still leading. 3:12 to go in the fourth. Nicholson driving. Gives off to Costers. Up to Thorpe. Or Clark, rather. Now Nicholson in the paint. Little mid-range. Short. Rebound tapped long. Kalesa has it. And he wants to push the tempo again. Max hopping his way to the rim and draws the foul on the Titans. 2 more shots. So if I'm Max, I'm like, I don't want to go back to the free throw line, man. I just missed 4 in a row, please. Yeah, here he goes. He's got to take a deep breath. 5 in a row. Wow, so that would be a 28-26 lead if you make your free throws. Just that alone might cost these Tigers this one. 5 straight. Missed. Finally got one. 2-point deficit. 2:51 to go. Press is on. Nicholson driving on Hedich. Gets to the rim and puts it up off the glass and in. Gavin, a sophomore, 6 foot. Nice looking player. So let's see if they'll go into Tucker. Miller has not been able to get deep in the block. He settled for those mid-range jump hooks here tonight. That one missing badly. And a 4-point lead, Titan basketball. Milo in 3-point land. Won't shoot. Gives it back up. Swing it around. Heel shoot. It's blocked by Tucker. Clark gets it back. Drives all the way to the rim. Hangs. No good. Offensive foul is called on Winston Clark, I think, as Cadillac's underneath the pile. Yep. That is the call. So still a chance for the Tigers. I'd like to see him just... Tucker Miller's got to plant lower, Jeff. He's got to get position clear down in the block, not high.
No, and that's what you'd want from your post. You want to get as close as you can, and unless you're going to face up. And I don't know if that's something that's in his game.
With that size, he's got to block up deeper. 28-24, timeout on the court, Tigers, and they trail. 2 minutes to go here in this one.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We're very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
28-24, Titans lead. They've led much of the game. And we have 2:02 to go here. And this is junior varsity action, if you're wondering what the heck's going on. So Jace is back in concert. They need a bucket here in this possession if they have any idea of pulling this one off. If Concert can get a 3 away. Kalesa back up to Concert. Now he's blocking up a little lower. There's the pass. Milo intercepts it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow, Ipswich. Now, Miller was trying to post deeper. So Concert going to toss in 1:44 now left. 12 on the shot here. Jace looking inside. There's Cadillac. He gets in the air, missed the shot. Rebound. Tucker Miller, little jump hook, swings it in. 2-point game. Here's a steal by Hedich. Kalesa cutting to the basket. Finds Tucker, the trailer. Little one-hand hook again. We're tied at 28 with 1:26 to go. A couple of big buckets there for Ipswich. Anybody's ball game now. Milo, defended by Cadillac. Goes to the rim, blocked by Miller. And here comes Tucker. Will he take it himself? He does, all the way. Wow! Tucker Miller giving Ipswich the lead with 1:05 to go. 30-28 in junior varsity action. A 3 for the lead here. Winston has a lane, and Tucker bumped him. And it will be underneath, non-shooting. Oh, heckles. The hecklers did not like, the home team did not like that one. They wanted what? In the act of shooting?
No, after the play,
yep.
Tucker clapped his hands pretty
I got you.
vehemently.
A little taunting?
Looking at the ref. So he was not happy with the call.
Okay.
I think there were some people looking for a technical foul.
Right. Here's the inbounds. Fresh shot clock. Nicholson driving out of the corner. Straight away 3, missed badly by Winston Clark. And now a foul here puts the Tigers at the line for a 2-shot situation. 2-point Ipswich lead. There it is. 2 shots at Jace Concert. If you're Ipswich, that's who you want at the line. This kid can really shoot it. He or Hedich or Cadillac. But he hasn't seen one go through the net tonight as far as I can remember. But this will be 2 and a 2-point lead. Oh, boy. I don't know. He's just out of sync, man. That is not the Jace I've been watching all season.
Are we heading for overtime?
Yeah, possibly. A 3 would do it if he hits the free throw. There it is. 3-point lead, 35 seconds to go.
Shot clock is off.
So a 3 to send to overtime or a quick deuce and play defense. I'm thinking it's going to be a 3. Or will Milo drive and try to get fouled? Here's the 3 for the tie. Got it! Weston Thorpe. 18 seconds to go, though. 31 apiece. And they're going to take timeout. So, 12 seconds to go. We can stay right here, Jeff.
We will.
And Trent Osborne will draw something up. Or will it be Schenzel drawing it up? The kid from Northwestern. No, it'll be Trent.
I think Trent's drawing it up.
All right, what do you got on the scoreboard update?
Well, Lyman did finish off Potter County 44-21. Harriet Selby and Lower Brule. Harriet Selby up by 7. It says it's under a minute left. It's been stuck on that for a few minutes, so that game is probably over, but we don't have a final on it yet. Most likely the Wolverines advance, but don't want to assume that until we hear what the final is.
Varsity coming up after this, so Jeff's going to depart, go downstairs to the microphone. It's senior night tonight.
Yeah, I'll do that. We'll come back up and we'll get some ads out of the way, talk some statewide hoops and some girls and boys and all that stuff.
Yeah. we'll see Leola, Frederick, and Ipswich, their chances and where they might be seated varsity-wise, depending on a win or a loss.
Lots to talk about there. Lots to talk about for both squads.
For both squads, yep. They're both not where they want to be. They would like to be a 2 or a 3 seed, but it's not going to happen.
And a lot riding on tonight's game.
Yeah.
For both teams.
Oh, yeah. 31-31. Ipswich a chance to win the ball game right here in junior varsity. Into Cadillac. Oh, it's out of bounds. Now 10 seconds to go, and the Titans have a chance to win the ball game. That's got the same play almost. It reminded me of
I wonder if
Cadillac.
it is the same play. Yeah.
It wasn't executed nearly as good because that one, he had a longer pass to the baseline.
Well, yeah, they were closer to the basket. That one was
more
on this side of the
for
basket.
a post play, not a three-point shot. Yeah. Kind of the same deal, boy. Was that 2 years ago when Cadillac hit that 3 at the horn and Isaac Sumption was flailing and wailing and chasing?
I think that.
Remember that?
That problem. I think, if I remember correctly, somebody said that his fingernail did touch the ball. Like it just got past him.
Just about.
And then when he came down, I think he, I don't know if he cramped up a little bit, and he fell down. Ty backed out to the 3-point line and won the game.
It was quite a play.
And right in front of all the Ipswich fans down in the corner down there. It was quite the deal. That was.
And after that, Cadillac was like, okay. I dropped the mic. I'm done. And he had another year left, but he never had a moment like that he had in his junior year.
Not very often do you get more than one of those anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's very rare. But he never eclipsed that moment.
I'm guessing he might be okay with that.
Yeah, it was a great moment.
You win a game like that, that's not something you forget.
Okay, 10 seconds to go. Let's see if the Titans will win it or we go to overtime. They go into Milo. And 5 team fouls. It would be, they can't. A foul here and it stops. Here's 4 and 3. There's Costers right at the horn. He throws it up. It's blocked by Miller out of bounds. And we are going to overtime here in junior varsity action. Well, 3 minutes. Is that the deal?
I believe so. Now it's going to be some bonus action on top of the bonus action.
A bonus on top of bonus. So we'll stay right here and get ready for the varsity coming up. Jeff, interesting stat on the varsity upcoming. Both these clubs kind of there, not where they'd want to be. I think both would. Ipswich could easily look at their schedule and say, geez, we should have won 15, maybe 16. The Titans could easily say they could have won a couple of more. I think they could say they could have lost a few more, too.
Oh, certainly. They had a couple of close games.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Harriet Selby game.
Harriet Selby, Northwestern, Oaks up there. So they could go in reverse, maybe. But the two commonalities of both these clubs coming up is they're not where they want to be. They have both lost 3 of their last 5 coming in.
Well, and I think in both cases, there was a point in the season where both teams thought they were.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right word is.
I know what you're saying.
They
thought they'd arrived a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I mean, the Titans took down Northwestern.
That's when they thought they'd arrive.
And they they beat Oaks, a comeback win against a good Oaks team. And I think that they were like, oh, we're maybe a little better than what we thought we were at the beginning of the season. I know you talked about the Tigers. At one point, early in the season, looked really good. Thought they may be one of the better teams in the state. Yeah, there was rumblings around that, hey, maybe this is, and it was very short-lived for both clubs. And Titans fell to a below 500 Falkland team, which took the wind out of their sails.
Ipswich goes over to Potter County and loses. Good grief. And at that point, I says, it is what it is. It is what I thought it would be, and I'm not trying to be negative. I just didn't see these two teams being 15, 16-win teams. Not yet. But they certainly had chances. And it is what it is. You are who you are at this point in the season. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And while your record isn't always indicative of who you are, it's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Like if you travel call
there's that call that
on the spin move
that they don't like anymore, and now they're calling that a traveling, and Miller's like, okay. So they turn it over back to Costers in the corner. 31 apiece. We're in overtime. Junior varsity bonus action. Weston Thorpe hit that big 3 in the left corner to tie us up. Go back to those Kalesa free throws. This thing would be over if he just hit 1 out of those 5 that he missed. Here's Cadillac.
Well, I think of both squads, some of those layups that wouldn't go down.
Free throws coming.
Tigers probably had more of those opportunities, but both teams had a few point-blank bunnies that they couldn't get to go down.
Uh-oh.
And obviously any one of them would have won the game for somebody.
Yep. 2 shots now for Tucker Cadillac, the sophomore. And Ty's brother. There you go, making the connection. Got it. There was Will, there was Ty, and there's Tucker, right? So Tucker gives the Tigers the 1-point lead here in junior varsity action. He gets a pair, 33-31, 2:19 to go. 2:19 and ticking. Clark, defended by Kalesa, gives it off to Nicholson. Hedich is there, almost a steal by Jace. Milo looking at a 3, no good. Tucker Miller has the rebound. A good shot here would make it really difficult in overtime here for the Titans, but you never know. Jace bouncing into Cadillac. Coster's on his hip. He goes underneath. No foul, and Milo has the rebound. So a poor possession there for the Tigers. 33-31. Thorpe dancing up top, driving, dishing. Milo, Cadillac defending, goes up with the left hand. It falls in for a tie. Ball game, 33 apiece, 1.5 to go. Hedich in the corner. Into Miller, high block, nearly traveled. Throws it back out to Hedich. Bounce it baseline to Kalesa out of bounds. Last touched by the Titans. 18-shot, 109 game. And a 33 all-time. So Jace Concert tossing in. There's good look at a 3 for Jace. That's money. No. Oh, man.
Looked good. Looked like it was halfway down.
Yeah. Best look he's had all night. He's just off tonight. Score stays 33 apiece. Thorpe picked up by Hedich. Hops all the way to the rim. Throws it up. Won't go. Nicholson. Rebound. Up and in. 2-point. Titan lead. 38 seconds now. Concert attacking. And the whistles blow. 2 shots. Wow. Good varsity guy. I hope the JV game. I hope the varsity's this good.
Let's hope some of this carries over.
Mm-hmm. Double overtime? we are running early, right?
Yeah.
They got time for double overtime.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time.
Triple.
I wouldn't say we're early, but since we still have the senior night to go.
That's okay.
They were hoping for a 7:45 varsity start.
What else are you going to do at 9:30 at night? I mean, we could play till 10:30. One more for Concerts to tie, and we are. 35 seconds to go. So Ipswich will have final possession if it plays out that way for a chance to win it or tie it. Whatever the case may be here. Here's Nicholson. 22 seconds. I guess the shot game are virtually identical, so that may not be the case. Nicholson. And a foul on Hedich. Going to be the 2 shots. No, it's going to be the 16th foul, pardon me. So that leaves 16 seconds left. 35 apiece in overtime. A foul here sends the Titans to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. You play defense or foul?
I think when it's tied, I think you play defense.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a big proponent. If you have the lead, I'd put him on the line.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a 2-point lead or a 3-point lead.
Winston trying to get a shot away. Partially altered. Costers has it. Winston out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. And it appears we're going to double overtime.
Barring a small miracle, yeah.
Wow.
Timeout taken by Trent Osborne. Looks to draw something up with that 2.2 seconds.
I don't know. They're going to maybe get the entry pass at midcourt and shove it off to the wing. Jeff, would be about your only hope, and maybe get Concert for a 3. It happens so fast, that sounds easy, but it's not.
Well, and I'm sure it's kind of like those hook and ladder plays in football. You're trying to get the timing just right where somebody comes running past and that you can have that dump-off pass. at half court, and get a dribble and take a maybe a deep water three maybe.
Much easier if you get it at midcourt here on the sideline.
Like in the NBA, you call timeout, you get it at half court.
Yep.
But that's not how it works in high school.
35 apiece. We are in our first session of overtime.
Probably looking at a second.
Probabilities would be 90%, I think.
Yeah, probably about that.
I think it's pretty high. Maybe we'll see a Ty Cadillac, maybe a Cadillac replication of that jump shot 2 years ago to win it, huh?
Dumber things have happened.
Yeah. Dumb luck has happened, is what you're saying.
Basically,
yeah.
I mean, you take a chance, get a shot, throw it up, see what happens.
Jace at midcourt, no. Coster's riding his hip, no foul. He wanted one, and we go double overtime. All right, let's look at. Let me throw a stat out to you for the varsity coming up, Jeff. You're not going to believe this, and I don't think you know this. Maybe you do. I did the research, and it wasn't what I expected to find. I was expecting more of an equilibrium.
Sure.
16 games played that I can track. The numbers I have go back 16 years for the varsity. At least the numbers I have. I know you can go back deeper. What would you say the series is?
Between Leola, Frederick, and
Ipswich.
Ipswich.
16 years. What would you say the series is?
I can tell you to go back 8 years. I believe it's 7-1 in favor of the Titans. I don't know going back farther, though. I know the last 8 years, I believe it's 7-1.
I think you're right there. Yeah. 16 years, it's 12-4, Leola Frederick.
Really? Well,
I guess I wouldn't have bought into that.
I think in a weird way, and obviously being a Leola person, maybe we don't notice it.
I'm not sure what I am anymore.
It feels more like an even rivalry.
Yeah.
But I know that you talk to some Ipswich people, and they're very well aware of that fact.
Are they?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
They're the ones that bring it up.
That blew me away.
Yeah.
I thought it was more. I would have tilted it in favor of Ipswich, but I go back to the 80s, and I know what that was.
Yeah,
it was not even close. Ipswich won most of the time you played. They annihilated you. So we go double overtime, at least in my era. I don't think we beat them once. 35 apiece.
I think that Ty Cadillac 3 from a couple years ago, somebody said that was their Ipswich's first win against Leola Frederick in a long time.
Long time, yeah, in like 8 years. Mm-hmm.
Probably. Yeah.
Cadillac's jump shot no good. Russell for the rebound, jump ball. Possession arrow. Titans tied at 35. So the freshman Thorpe in the corner sent us to the first overtime. And he's on the court again. Number 1, Weston. Winston Thorpe gives it off. Costers now to Milo. Milo gets 2 guys in the air and has shots coming. Now, how does that 7-quarter thing work when you go overtime? Do you know?
I don't think they count.
Yeah, I would guess not. I would guess not.
But when you're trying to protect kids from playing too many minutes, and those overtimes are kind of a weird little loophole in that.
Because Milo is using up a lot of minutes here, and of course he'll be on the bench. Missed them both. Inside Thorpe, second effort, no rebound. Tucker Miller. Luke Waltman checking in here for Hedich.
Well, one of the things that I think comes up with that is that if this was a doubleheader, you'd have a girls' game to rest during. When it's not a doubleheader, that you've got a 15-minute warm-up, and the next game starts. 3 for Conza. That's the one you've been looking for.
That's the shot I've seen for a couple of weeks now. 3-point lead. Nicholson driving, attacking, 1-point deficit with the shot. 38-37, Ipswich, double overtime. Up to Jace from Miller. 1:32 to go. Jace wanting a screen, looking for another shot. Backdoor slipping as Kalesa hangs and hits off glass. Costers could not stop him. Now a 3-point lead with 1:18 to go. So they need another 3, Jeff. And here it is. Thorpe deep in the right side. Oh, it almost went in. That looked good.
Milo fights for the rebound. Clark
for three. Way off. Airball. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Who's basketball still in play and kicked out of bounds to the Tigers.
McKinley Costers had it. He had a chance. Couldn't hold on to it.
It looked like that Thorpe shot was nothing but net. That would have tied it. Now 1:01 to go. The foul is 2 shots for the Tigers. Comes Kalesa, giving you a preview of the varsity to come here in the next year or two. Here's Waltman up top. Can't get the shot away. Back to Cadillac. Screen set up top for Luke. Has to give it up. Cadillac probes his way inside and out of bounds. Costers knocks it away. 15 on the shot, 40 on the game. $15 on the shot clock here. 40 seconds on the game. Into Tucker Miller. Back to Kalesa. There's 2-shot foul with a reach over by Clark. And Max, who's been 5 of 6 here in the half at the free throw line, has to hit 1 at least.
That's what you'd like if you're Ipswich. You want to get that 2-possession game.
Oh, badly missed. 6 out of 7. .38 seconds to go. He's got to have 1. And he gets 1. 2-possession game. And here come the Titans. They'll take timeout. All right, you want to take a break? We don't have to.
No, I don't think we. This is bonus coverage.
It's bonus coverage.
Bonus ads. They've gotten some extra for their money.
Well, the Titan Varsity Club comes in 11-8. And Ipswich 12-6. Coming in. Now you're might be adding that up and going, final regular season game. How come Ipswich hasn't played 20? The answer is they went to Sunshine Bible. Was on their schedule just for JV, though. So they've foregone over past that game up and let the JV play. So they're going to get 19 regular season games in.
Yeah, I can just well cover some of the stuff I was going to cover early on.
You got a whole sheet of papers.
I've got 7 pages of stuff.
Go for it.
So we talked about Titans come into tonight's game 11-8. They're in 4th place in Region 1B. Hitchcock-Tulare is right on their heels in 5th. Both teams are in action tonight.
Mm-hmm. Northwestern.
The 2 teams will play each other on Tuesday.
Right.
And that is set. It's just where they're going to play that we're still debating.
Hitchcock is at Northwestern tonight.
At Northwestern.
I think they can win. I think they can win that game.
And whoever finishes in 4th will host. And basically, while there's a few other games that'll affect both teams as seed points, it comes down to whether or not the 2 teams win their game. If the Titans win, they keep the 4th spot. If the Titans lose, the Patriots also have to win. That shot no good. Milo with the putback. 2-point ball game.
And Weston comes up limping after that 3 attempt. So it's 2-point game with 26 seconds to go. Basically, the Leola Frederick varsity, they're either going to be a 4 or 5, and it's going to be Hitchcock-Tulare no matter what.
Just about matter where they play.
Yeah.
What I figured is if both teams lose, the Titans stay in 4th. If both teams win, the Titans stay in 4th. But if the Titans lose and the Patriots win, the Patriots will
be the 4th
most
seed.
likely pass them for the 4th spot.
Yeah.
So the Titans control their own destiny.
Ipswich wins. The varsity, they're a 3 seed, and they'll have
pretty much the same deal. If they win, they'll stay the 3. If they lose, there's a chance they could fall. I don't know if it's guaranteed.
There's a chance they could fall to a 4, right?
Yeah, that's not a guarantee. But that one's even tighter because I think
it is.
But Lyman is done. Lyman isn't playing any more games. But I looked at their schedules. Lyman's got some games that they could get some more seed points from too.
Right.
And that gets you almost got to have somebody with a doctorate in advanced mathematics to figure some of those things out, because every game has a domino effect on another game. And
everybody on your schedule, if somebody falls below 75%, well, this happened to Aberdeen Christian. As Ipswich was falling apart, Christian was losing seed points from Ipswich on their schedule. Instead of 47, they're going to get less seed points out of the deal. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what happens. So I didn't see any way that Lyman could lose points, but I saw ways Lyman could gain points. So there's a lot of awkward math that nobody knows for sure. And suffice to say, for both the Titans and the Tigers, they would just like to win the game and not leave anything to chance. So both teams really want to pull off that win and hold on to their spots for different reasons. But the Tigers will host next Tuesday regardless.
Regardless.
Just who they play.
Either it will be Harriet Selby or Faulkton, the way that looks. Okay. Are they going to foul here, Concert? Are they going to play it out? Down by 2, going for the steal. Winston reaches in and Concert back to the free throw line, trying to seal this up with free throws. In double overtime we are on bonus coverage. Junior varsity action. Jace hit a 3. He's been a little off the mark tonight. Not there. One more will seal this up, possibly. At least get it very close. 3-point lead. Got it. And that should likely do it. Timeout taken. All right, let's talk about the Leola Frederick girls.
Yeah,
tomorrow they're in region play at Frederick against
Aberdeen
Christian.
So it's an interesting fun fact. Titans are number 2 in Region 1B. The Knights are number 7. 1 year ago was the opposite.
It was, Mallory left, and
a
lot of other gals graduated.
Not the same squad.
No.
So Titans number 2. That's one of the games that got postponed. That was supposed to be on Tuesday, and they will then play. The winner of that game will play the winner of the Northwestern, and I have it here somewhere. Oh,
right here.
Where do I have it? I have it here somewhere.
Right there.
Wilmot. Northwestern's playing Wilmot. So
Okay.
the winner of that game will play the winner of the Titans Knights. They'll go on to a neutral site game in Webster on Monday in preparation for a Sodak 16 berth out of that. So,
of which, if they get that far, guess what? Is it Viborg Hurley number 1? Whoever it is, Viborg Hurley girls, they're going to get the number 1 seed likely in a Sodak 16 matchup.
Most likely, yep.
Here comes Milo, charging, attacking, and Winston fires a 3. He knocks it in with 8 seconds to go, and the deficit trimmed to 1. So if they foul here and 2 free throws, they still have a chance to tie this and go triple overtime.
Whew.
Well, the varsity has a lot to live up to coming up, I tell you what.
I know. Hopefully it's not a dud compared to this.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be glad we did this game.
Possible, yeah.
Huh?
Maybe this will be the high point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously there's a lot of games that could impact these, and we also will talk about some of the memorable games for these varsity teams. So 3 years ago, down in the Tiger Den, Titans had one of their better teams in recent memory. That team with Zach and Hayden and Josh and Isaac and Spencer Huffman. Really good team. Tigers had a pretty good team too, but the Titans probably would have said, you thought they were favored.
Oh yeah.
Tigers gave them a good run. Josh Huffman put back, rebound for the winning bucket under a minute to go.
Yep.
And the Titans escaped the Tiger Den with a win. 2 years ago was the Ty Cadillac game that we've talked about, where now the Tigers had the better season that year, but the Titans still had Isaac Sumption.
Right.
And the Titans outplayed them most of that game. And Titans were up by 2. Ty Cadillac gets that inbounds pass, retreats, hits the three-pointer to win it.
They go for the win instead of the tie.
Exactly.
It was crazy. Here's the inbounds. They'll foul quickly. Cadillac to the free throw line. So.
And then last year, the rock fight.
Now
that one again, the Tigers came in
probably favored.
They were heavily favored. Titans didn't
8 wins, something like that. And Ipswich was 14 wins.
And I don't think anybody saw that coming. I mean, nobody could shoot. I think we had scores like 5-4 after one quarter.
It was something.
It was.
I don't want to see that again tonight.
Man, it was tough. Tough to watch. Sometimes. Left the door open. Door is still open.
Oh my goodness.
So we're looking tonight at just about anything can happen. Probably anything will happen.
I think anything will happen, yep. 43-42. Ipswich the lead. Cadillac a free throw. He missed them both. Now they can win it instead of tie it, Jeff. And now the Titans have a chance to win it at the horn with 5 seconds to go.
And that's enough time to do something. That is enough time to do something.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, that changes everything. You get one out of those 2 free throws, it's a whole different deal. We could have overtime again. And now the game's going to end.
It'll end one way or the other.
One way or the other.
I don't like barring a foul. We shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we say that, somebody gets under the line, hit 1 or 2. But yeah, so 5 seconds left. So we saw earlier Konzer, he managed to get off a fairly decent shot actually, but had to drive against some pressure. He only had 2.2 seconds. 5 seconds is enough.
5 is enough.
You can do something.
It's, yeah.
Well, we saw last week, Hans in the Varsity game against Harriet.
He went coast to coast.
6 seconds.
Yep.
Drove the length of the court and got fouled. And there was still 2 seconds left on the clock when he hit the free throw to win it. So
watch for Milo down the other way. Pass knocked away. Milo picks it up. He's got 4 seconds to go. He throws it to Clark. He catches. He shoots. It's on its way. No!
All right, I got to go do some senior stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes, Rob.
All right, that's the end of the junior varsity bonus coverage here tonight. 43-42. Ipswich escaping up north to win the junior varsity game. And we have varsity action coming up here shortly. I don't know what their records are. The JV, Ipswich pretty decent. They have not lost a lot of JV games. I'm not sure what the Titans have done this year, but a 43-42 win. Great game, double overtime here tonight. So the varsity coming up. Both teams going to be heading through the playoffs, looking at Aberdeen Christian for Leola Frederick, should they get that far. And, of course, Ipswich wants to stay in that 3 spot. If they win tonight, they will be. They do not want to fall to a 4 spot. Otherwise, they got to go through Lower Brule. If they stay a 3 seed, then they go through Highmore Herald, and they got to crack to get to a Sodak 16 game. But, as I just mentioned about the ladies, if they get that far, they'll be facing a top seed like a DeSmet, White River, somebody like that. All these teams we're dealing with right here, the Ipswich boys, the Titan boys, Titan girls, should any of those get to a Sodak 16, they're facing a top seed. And in the boys' case for Leola Frederick, before they get to a Sodak 16, they're facing a top seed. So the sledding is uphill, no doubt. Ipswich probably has the best chance if they stay a 3 seed with a win tonight to go to Highmore Herald and get revenge from that loss, a game that they certainly could have won, and then take their chances. And they'd still be facing a top seed in the Sodak 16. All right, Jeff's courtside. It's senior night. I'm going to put the headset down and see if we can pick this up down on the court. And we'll be back for the varsity coming up here in Leola Frederick.
And Samuel Miller, son of Chad and Susie Miller. Let's have the rules of 1.
Okay, there's senior night, the three seniors. Hans Lopke, Samuel Vetter, and Stephen Aiken. And now the boys come out, and we'll take our first break and come back here. Get ready for varsity action here from Valley Live Sports.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We're very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
AgTegra Cooperative is an innovative, farmer-owned grain and agronomy cooperative throughout eastern North and South Dakota. In addition to offering grain and agronomy services, we offer our members aerial application services, fuel, feed, and precision ag hardware and software products and services. AgTegra promotes agricultural sustainability through the best applications of science and technology to assist farmers in the production of a safe, healthy, and abundant supply of grain in an economically viable system. Visit agtegra.com for more information. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Kurt's Repair of Leola is a proud sponsor of the Leola Frederick Titans. For more than 40 years, Kurt's Repair in Leola has provided tractor hauling and tractor and equipment repair in and around the Leola area. Kurt's Repair is proud to be a part of the Leola community and proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
The Glass Doctor is Aberdeen's locally owned mobile ag, construction, truck, RV, and automotive glass replacement business. Conveniently open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve your needs. Also ask about getting your windshield wiper blades replaced with your windshield replacement. Call Kirby at 605-380-9469. The Glass Doctor is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
Hi, this is Amanda Rodden, and I am an independent agent with the John C. Agency. In my experience with helping families with farms just like yours, I know having the right coverage is crucial. I can provide you with a financially strong insurance company who will be there to protect your family, home, farm, and your way of life. Call the John C. Agency at 426-6330.
Watonka Veterinary Services is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Located near Watonka, Dr. Tim Cruz will care for your animals, both large and small. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and are committed to serving the surrounding area. Contact Watonka Veterinary Services at 605-225-7176 for all of your veterinary needs. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
Raising and selling top quality Angus cattle has been our focus since 1939. We have kept only the top performing bull calves, and they are for sale private treaty in the spring. Our purebred replacement heifer program has been producing top selling and performing females for years, annually in October. When you need high producing Angus cattle, turn to Erdman Angus Ranch with locations in Leola and Watonka, South Dakota. Check us out on Facebook or go to erdmanangus.com. Erdman Angus Ranch, your total herd source from one generation to the next.
Good evening. Welcome to the Leola Gym. Leola Frederick Area Titans hosting the Ipswich Tigers boys high school basketball. We're here live, Valley Live Sports, channel 290 on Valley Video, and Leola Valley Live Sports on YouTube. You can find the link at the bottom of the Valley homepage, valleytel.net. Scroll down and click on the Titan logo. We're brought to you tonight, as we have been all season, by C&B Operations, our scoreboard sponsor, and Valley Telecommunications, your local best choice for telephone and super fast broadband internet. We have a special guest tonight. If you're just tuning in, Rob Waltman rejoining, kind of getting the band back together after all the games we've done in the past.
Hi.
Rob, we just watched and called a great
Yes.
JV game, 43-42, Ipswich winning a
Yeah.
double overtime, almost a triple overtime. That was quite the event already, and we haven't even gotten to the varsity.
Hopefully we have a good one. We don't want to see Rock Fight
Oh,
2.0 from last year. We would like to see 2 years ago, and a game winner was hit on the baseline that they could have went for the tie.
Or even
And
3 years ago with the game winner inside of 30
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah.
Now Josh was sitting just down here a few minutes ago.
yeah, he's in a sling, by the
Yeah,
way.
he said it was from sports. I'm like, well, there you go.
Old man ball, probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
done some of that.
Yeah.
It's not good.
There's a point when you got to say,
I didn't do it this year. I couldn't do it anymore.
you got to cut it off.
So we talked about some of this during the JV game. Obviously, if you were listening, you caught a lot of that. Titans coming in 11-8. The Tigers 12-6. Tigers will not only play 19 games. You talked about that earlier. The Sunshine Bible game was a JV only. Both teams, Titans are in 4th place in Region 1B. Tigers are in 4th place in Region 6B. Both teams need to is maybe a strong word, but if they win tonight, they keep their spots, and they'd like to keep their spots, Rob.
They would like to keep their spots, for sure. Now, let's take that one step further. We haven't touched on this tonight. In the grand scheme of things, the polls have Aberdeen Christian 1, and I was shocked after they lost at the Corn Palace that they stayed 1. Well, that's the respect they earned when they drilled White River, but everybody else had lost to an A team, so they're like, well, so it stayed the same. DeSmit is 2, Lower Brule is 3, White River 4, and Faith is 5. That doesn't mean anything.
There wasn't a whole lot of change. Most
No.
of the polls didn't change this week. Much.
Did not change. No.
In fact, so Class B boys didn't change at all.
Nope.
Class A boys, there was only one change. Sioux Falls Christian, Sioux Valley flipped. Otherwise, Dakota Valley, and then Sioux Falls Christian, then Sioux Valley, then Winter and St. Thomas More. Class A girls didn't change either. Hamlin, Vermilion, Wagner, Sioux Falls Christian, and St. Thomas More. And Class B girls, I think there was only one change.
Viborg Hurley still won.
Yep, Viborg Hurley still won. Wolsey Weston still at 2. Ethan and Sully Buttes are tied
For 3.
and then Arlington at 4. So the same 5 teams.
Same 5, yeah.
So the polls haven't changed much the last few weeks.
No, but the seed points are what's changing, and that's the important thing if you're listening at home. Aberdeen Christian has been number 1 for some time, but the seed points, and that why does that matter? Well, you don't want to go into a state tournament if you get it that far as a 7 or 8 seed. You just don't. You want to be a 1 or a 2, obviously. Lower Brule is going to be number 1 after beating Wolsey Wessington at the Warner Classic. Had Wolsey pulled the upset, Aberdeen Christian with a win tonight over Groton, if they can do that, could have retaken the number 1 seed. However, mathematically speaking, I don't think it's possible. Lower Brule's going to be 1. Christian is going to be at Groton tonight. Should they win, they should be 2. If they lose, they're still going to be in that top echelon, but I can't tell you where. DeSmit's likely going to be 3, and Faith, if they beat Wall tonight, should hang in there for a 4. So the way I see it, Jeff, is Lower Brule. Groton loses to Christian tonight, they're 2. DeSmit is down, they're 3. Faith will beat Wall tonight, and they're 4. It's likely how it's going to shape up. We won't know till tomorrow morning when they repost it.
A lot to shake out yet. And one thing, so the games happening tonight in the area. Timber Lake's hosting Potter County. Waverly South Shore is hosting Langford in a game that kind of could affect the Titans a little bit. Meanwhile, earlier, the Langford girls played at Waverly South Shore for the region, or actually that was at Langford, sorry, for the Region 1B opening game. Langford won that, so 2 teams playing at opposite places, boys and girls. North Central taking on Sully Buttes down in Oneida, and big one for the Titans, Northwestern facing Hitchcock-Tulare, and Tulare, you mentioned Groton, Aberdeen Christian, and Webster against Florence Henry. That game also has some implications for the Titans.
One more. Doesn't have implications, but Madison is at Viborg Hurley.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Viborg Hurley with a win will be an 18-2 club, which would map match Christian should they win tonight. The only team that may come into the tournament with a better record than Christian or maybe Viborg Hurley, Faith, 19-1, and they could be, Jeff. They could be 20-0. They lost to Hot Springs of Class A by 3 points in December. They're a very good team.
That's got to be painful to get that close.
Yeah, so I told you about Faith. I've seen them several times. I think they're a very quality team, and they might make some noise this year at the state tournament, unlike years gone by.
You'd like to think if you're 19-1 that there's got to be some level of quality, especially the way the schedules are built now.
Yeah, they have 4 quality players with length and size, shooting ability, all that. So they're a nice club. I'm not saying they can beat Aberdeen Christian or DeSmit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, who knows? That's a pretty good club.
And the thing, how many times do we see it? And you see it in March Madness. Anytime you have a one and done, anything can happen. You need to have a puncher's chance. You need to have a good enough club that if the right shots fall or somebody else goes cold, think back to the Titans a few years ago, that game against Warner, and Titans kind of went cold from the field, but pull off. So you can have a pretty good season, and it falls apart if you have one off game. And if you are the team that's there to take advantage of it, that works in your favor.
We're going to take a break before we get going?
I think so. We should snag one more of these, and we'll be right back here in a few minutes with the opening tip, the lineups, and the anthem here on Valley Live Sports.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Best of luck, athletes, from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. As your local communications provider, Valley offers a great lineup of services, including local and long-distance telephone service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615 and follow us on Facebook.
AgTegra Cooperative is an innovative, farmer-owned grain and agronomy cooperative throughout eastern North and South Dakota. In addition to offering grain and agronomy services, we offer our members aerial application services, fuel, feed, and precision ag hardware and software products and services. AgTegra promotes agricultural sustainability through the best applications of science and technology to assist farmers in the production of a safe, healthy, and abundant supply of grain in an economically viable system. Visit agtegra.com for more information. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Kurt's Repair of Leola is a proud sponsor of the Leola Frederick Titans. For more than 40 years, Kurt's Repair in Leola has provided tractor hauling and tractor and equipment repair in and around the Leola area. Kurt's Repair is proud to be a part of the Leola community and proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
The Glass Doctor is Aberdeen's locally owned mobile ag, construction, truck, RV, and automotive glass replacement business. Conveniently open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve your needs. Also ask about getting your windshield wiper blades replaced with your windshield replacement. Call Kirby at 605-380-9469. The Glass Doctor is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
Okay, Jeff's going to do the starting lineups over the wireless here. And then we'll have our national anthem. Then we'll be off to basketball. Region 1 versus Region 6. Both clubs have lost 3 of their last 5 coming in. Let's see what happens here tonight in this rivalry between the Titans and the Tigers. And we send it to Jeff on the announcing mic.
Boys basketball matchup between the visiting Ipswich Tigers and your home team, the Leola Frederick Area Titans. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. The use of alcohol, tobacco, and mood-altering drugs is prohibited from all indoor and outdoor facilities, parking lots, and other school property where activities sponsored by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and member school districts are held. We have 2 birthdays to recognize tonight for the Titans. Maya Zanto's 12th birthday and Morgan Sumption's 17th birthday. Happy birthday, girls. Tonight is the final night of the regular season for the Titan boys. They will play the Hitchcock-Tuller Patriots in the region tournament next Tuesday, February 28th, though the location is yet to be determined. The Titan girls will play their Region 1B tournament game against the Aberdeen Christian Knights tomorrow in Frederick at 1 p.m. Activity passes will not be accepted. At this time, we ask that you stand, remove your caps, and face the U.S. flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be performed by the Leola High School Band under the direction of Band Director Mrs. Nancy Kindlespire. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. Okay, ready for action here tonight as we jump center circle.
Peterson, and I almost said Erdman. Yeah, Spitzer. Man,
Close,
alive.
close.
It's just...
Here we go, Titans-Tigers. Here's the tip. And yes, that one ref is not actually Steinwang.
Yes,
tip goes to the Tigers. Saw that as I was saying the names. I was like, that's not the right guy.
That's not Terry Steinwang. That's what I was looking for.
Somebody gave me the wrong names.
Yep.
Tigers with the ball. Hines up to Byers. Byers driving left into Hedich. In the lane, shot no good. Rebound by Hans Slopke. I don't know if you want to use my fancy. I have a fancy sheet.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Use that if you want.
Boy, oh boy. I'm going to go back. I just...
If it's... That might be too much.
Too much for me.
Spitzer over to Kipley. Kipley drives. Braden in the corner, drives baseline. Vetter in the lane, blocked.
It eats.
And the Tigers go the other way. And that Trevor Hines with the bucket. And the Tigers strike first. 2-0 Ipswich.
Defense.
Braden stumbles a little bit. Gets the ball to Vetter. Hands. Drives into the lane. Braden up on the wing. Connor in the lane. Kipley on the handoff, and he gets that to go.
Well, I told Boley, you let Kipley drive through the paint, you're going to have a long night. He did it right away.
It's one of the things that he worked really hard on driving to the basket. Hedich answers on the other end. Well, I mean, it's early, but so far so good. I don't want to jinx it, but
yeah, so far.
4 points here, though. I think we all had all last year. Better. Tied at 4. I think it took almost the whole first quarter to get 8 points total last year. We've got it here in the first 2 minutes. Hines. Byers goes left on the lane. Gets that to go. 6-4. And we've got 5 different people scoring those 5 buckets so far. It's a good sign.
Ipswich 3 out of 4 shooting.
Hans in the lane. Over Braden in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound by Peterson. Hines over to Hedich. Hedich probing the defense. Back up to Hines. He goes into the lane. Hedich out on the corner.
Ooh, wow.
It didn't get it to go.
Almost beautiful.
Nice nifty looking layup. Couldn't get it to fall. Hands the other way. Vetter into the lane. His gets blocked. Hines is going to try to go the other way. Gets it to fall.
Trevor just displayed his air brakes. He has air brakes. That kid just goes up, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. There's some good athleticism on both sides here. This should be fun. Hands on the right side, goes baseline. Finds Kipley. Braden up top. He's open for 3. Can't get it to go. That's Peterson with the rebound. Byers going the other way. Nope. Rebound by Vetter.
I want to play a fast pace.
Taken away by Hedich. Throws up kind of a wild shot. Didn't get the foul call. And Titans go the other direction. And they turn it right back over. Hans had Noah down low and let him a little too much. First turnover of the game, and again, so far so good. 8-4, I'd take that.
Pretty nice start for both clubs, huh?
Yeah, I'd say this was...
Percentages are high.
This would have been halfway through the second quarter last year.
It would have been.
Ipswich crosses the timeline. Byers over to Peterson in the lane. Hines. Byers, Hedich. Hines looking for 3, can't find it. Kipley with the rebound, and the Titans will head the other way. Titans in their home whites, shooting on the right-hand side as you look at your TV screen. Tigers in their road blacks going left. Kipley, little 6-footer in the lane.
He's got 4. They run that weave that creates those shots I've seen this year from the Titans. It's been effective for them.
Yeah, they get some of their guys out in space and get them moving.
That's what Ipswich did last year. They ran that. It wasn't effective for them so much.
Somewhere in there, looks like Winston Clark in for the Titans and Ethan Patrick. Veteran Spitzer had taken a seat.
Shot clock rolling. Oh, wow. Kipley blocking Peterson.
Stays here with Ipswich.
2 seconds, Jeff, on the shot.
Let's see what Ipswich can do. They'll be inbounding underneath their own basket.
Blake Rich and Kobe Silty check in.
Looks like that was Byers and
Gaditz checking out.
Sitting down.
See if they can get a quick one away. Hedrick's going to have to pull. He does. No.
No good. And Clark grabs the rebound. Hans brings it up.
That's the 4th shot by Tyler here in the first quarter, which is unusual. He's getting good looks.
Patrick looking for some help. Clark, Kipley. Kipley's really improved a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, can't handle it down low. And what do we got? We have a foul on
Blake
the
on
Tigers.
the wood.
Yep. It's going to be our first foul of the game, which again, that's like clean game so far.
Now when Blake and Tucker Miller get in together, I call them, just so you know, I call them Big and Rich.
I think I've heard you say that on
well, it only happens rarely.
Some of the Tigers games. Clark, Sumption. Hans in the corner. Nope. That's Rich on the rebound.
First shot for Hans tonight. And he brought back my peanut M&Ms. He had a whole stash from...
He was saving them. He didn't know you weren't going to do the Leola games. He told me he had a whole bunch ready for you.
Yeah, so he's delivered on that tonight. Rich inside. He'll be fouled. Go to the free throw line.
Patrick's going to collect that foul. Now should have a foul apiece.
I was watching in the pregame, and Luke is over there, of course. Rich is listed at, 6'6". But he was standing next to Chet Peterson, who's listed at 6'2", and they were virtually the same. So what's the... I don't know.
There's a lot of...
Chet is not 6'6", and Blake is probably closer to 6'4".
A lot of fudging on that sort of stuff. Rich hits the first free throw.
Heck, maybe Chet grew an inch in the last month. I don't know.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes they measure guys when their shoes are on, or they just say, hey, how tall are you? Like, everybody inflates it a little bit. Can't get the second to go. Kipley with the board. 6-9. Here we approach the 2-minute mark. Tigers with the 3-point lead. Hans.
Move.
Patrick with the board. Can't get that to go. Tigers will collect the rebound and head the other way. Byers back in the game.
Early insert here for Tucker Cadillac.
I was going to say.
Very early.
Snuck in a little early there. Hines thought about a three. Hans guarding. Switch on to Patrick. And they're going to call is that a bump on Hans?
I think so.
Hans trying to hold his position. They didn't.
Against Blake. Yeah. Against
Hans
Big.
is strong enough to do it, but the refs didn't like how the amount of bumping.
Yep.
Spitzer and Vetter back in. Kipley and Sumption take a seat for the Titans. Tigers inbound. Ooh, almost out of bounds there. Good catch. Byers. Deep three.
Got it.
Wow.
That's something we haven't seen a lot of, Ian, this year. Last year, yes. This year, not so much.
They shot a lot of those last year.
Yeah.
Spitzer. Hans. Clark. Patrick in the corner. He's going to try a three, and he nails it.
Wow.
Not the guy or the shot I would have expected, but
whoa.
And I've seen him messing around. He can shoot.
No.
Just not probably how the offense was drawn up.
Not probably. Yeah,
that's going to be out of bounds. Hit the shot clock. So thought for a second I was going to stay up there.
My pet peeve, man, when I see the arms flailing left and right instead of good formation, good form, I just cringe. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of these kids, man.
Stephen Aiken in for the Titans. Senior night, Stephen Aiken, one of the seniors. Him and Hans Lopke and Sam Vetter, all recognized after that marathon JV game that we had. Kipley drives into the lane, looks for Spitzer. Vetter down low. Oh, Aiken can't get it to go. And there's Miller snuck into the game, and he picks up a rebound.
Nope.
Little scramble for the ball.
Oh, wow.
Hedich picks it up.
He is so quick, Jeff.
A lot of action. This probably beats the halftime score last year already.
I think so. Nice.
Braden gets all the way there, but couldn't get it to go. Byers, time running out in the quarter. Miller from way deep. No good. And that'll be our first quarter score. Ipswich Tigers 14, Leola Frederick Titans 9, and we'll be back in a minute here on Valley Sports.
Hi, this is Amanda Rodden, and I am an independent agent with the John C. Agency. In my experience with helping families with farms just like yours, I know having the right coverage is crucial. I can provide you with a financially strong insurance company who will be there to protect your family, home, farm, and your way of life. Call the John C. Agency at 426-6330.
Watonka Veterinary Services is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Located near Watonka, Dr. Tim Cruz will care for your animals, both large and small. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and are committed to serving the surrounding area. Contact Watonka Veterinary Services at 605-225-7176 for all of your veterinary needs. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
We're back for the second quarter here in Leola, 14-9.
46% shooting, Jeff. First quarter, Ipswich 6 of 13, 1 of 3 threes, as is Leola, and the Titans 4 of 12, 33% unofficially.
So yeah, the Tigers definitely getting some better shots, knocking some down. They got some big close-in shots. Spitzer down low, gets it. Connor with his first bucket.
First bucket for Connor.
Well, so far this game has lived up to the billing. We keep saying it should be good, and it has been. Spitzer grabs that rebound.
First shot for Geets, no good. Turner Thorson has checked in early as well here tonight. Number 24. He's a senior.
Aiken in some trouble. Spitzer, Kipley, guarded by Hines. Back down to Kipley down low. And he gets that. One of the things that Noah really improved on this year is his work down low and not just a three-point shooter. That's really helped out the Titans a lot.
He's probably one of the much improved players around the region for sure, as a freshman to a sophomore, no doubt.
That shot knocked away. Braden looking the other direction. Gets it to go, and the Titans regain the lead.
First bucket for Braden.
Up and down, back and forth. There's some speed on both sides here. Active hands. Hines looking for three. Can't find it. That's going to be Noah Kipley on the rebound. Titans head the other way with the 1-point lead. Down to Aiken. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Looks like that's going to be Carter Geets probably on the foul.
Last year, Kipley was the guy who would just want to sit in the corner. Sit in the short corner, can shoot. If you get on him, might get ugly, air ball. Now he's driving, he's cutting, he's getting open, he's figuring out how to play a little bit. He's made a leap. He's made a leap.
His improvement is one of the reasons the Titans have looked a bit better. Stephen Aiken.
I tell you what, you take this kid out of the lineup. Right now they have 11 wins. They might only have 5 without Kipley right now.
Aiken can't get the second one to go either, and that's rebound is picked up by Blake Rich. Tigers come the other way, trailing the Titans by 1. Byers. Hedich looking for 3. That's an air ball. Rich is put back, no good. Clark. Assumption going to bring it across the timeline for the Titans. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. And Clark called for steps. Yep.
Traveling.
That's going to be. This has been a fairly clean game as far as turnovers go. Fairly clean as far as fouls. Really a fairly well played game so far.
So far, so good.
And a tight ball game.
Yeah.
just like that, just like that JV game.
I forgot to lay it out there. I asked you, what's the over-under? What's the combined points over-under? Is it 70 tonight?
If you base it off of last year, it would have been like, can we get to 20?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, combined, will we score 70?
The way this is going, you might.
Peterson
for 3.
First bucket for Chet.
Is that something he does very often?
Well, he does. I don't know if I like him shooting a lot of those, but I can't argue with him. He hits a lot of them. You know,
if you hit him, and if your big man can do some of that, makes him pretty versatile. I know Connor Spitzer's got a little bit of that too.
Although I should say he's hit a lot off glass that I know he didn't call, so he makes me very nervous at times.
Always looking for the after-hours bank.
I'd rather have Trevor take the shot. But yeah, he's proved he can hit him. Jace Concert comes in now. You're talking a shooter. Here's the kid we talked about. This kid can shoot it. I think he needs a little space, but he has really finesse and delicate range. Really nice range.
Kipley, shot blocked. Foul early was on Hines.
Uh-oh.
Rich can't handle the pass, and that'll head back to the Titans.
First missed shot by Noah. He's 3 of 4. That one blocked away. Tigers 2-point lead.
And the Titans. Hanson bring it across the timeline. We approach the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Braden over to Clark. Kipley looking for Hanson. That's going to be
kicked by Trevor.
Off of Hines' feet.
Hines' feet, yep.
Stays here. Vetter, the senior, coming in for Braden. Oh, Clark almost turned that over to Concert there. How do you, am I saying his name right?
Concert, yeah.
Concert,
yeah.
Got to put a harder S on that.
Well, I always say concerts. I'm wrong. It's concert, no S. No S. You know what I'm saying?
No S, man. Gotcha.
No S.
Concert, yep.
You've heard me say it too wrong too many times.
Kipley's 3, no good, and Hines coming the other way for the Tigers.
First 3 by Kipley tonight. Blake.
Rich down low. Hines. Reset out. Back to Byers. Guarded by Vetter.
There he is again.
Peters. No good that time.
Ouch. Blake just
right in the face.
Caught him. Not intentional, but caught him across the face. Going for the rebound.
Winston Clark grabs that board and gets a little extra for his trouble. And that's 2 fouls on Blake Rich.
The thing with Blake, he's so long. You know what I mean?
Well,
he's just a long dude.
Sometimes those big, strong guys, you want them to be active.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's not a bad thing, going for that rebound. Ethan Patrick back in for the Titans. Kipley takes a seat. Vetter, Braden, guarded by Byers. Hance into the lane. Awkward shot. Patrick with the board. Saves it to Hance. In the corner. Left alone. Nails it from downtown.
Falling out of bounds.
And the Titans regain the 1-point lead. Well, Rob and I have been talking this game up all night, saying it was going to be a fun game. Hopefully, anything could happen. We hope that we didn't. They're going to call hands for the foul there on Peterson's drive.
So far, it's a pretty nice played game both ways.
Beautiful game so far.
I mean, we're not watching White River and Smith, but it's pretty good for this level here.
And I know we keep going back to this but man, compared to last year, I don't think we hit 17, 18 points until sometime in the
third quarter.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was something. I've never seen a game like that. Like I told you, I've done what?
Oh, you've done a lot of
games. I've never seen that.
Miller in for the Tigers.
That was some freaky stuff, man. Let me tell you.
And they're going to get Ethan banging bodies. We're going to get him for the foul.
That was some sort of weed you don't want to get mixed up in last year.
We used rock fight. Football game broke out early third inning.
Don't bring
baseball,
a basketball to a football game.
Oh my gosh!
Those type.
Foul. That is 2 fouls on Ethan Patrick.
But hey, it's early. Passion's on the sideline. I'm going to hold my breath.
Cadet's looking for 3. That's no good. Titans with the board coming the other way.
Push come to shove. I know what that man will do.
Oh yeah, there. Braden trying to use some speed to get into the lane. He's got it back. Vetter. Vetter's the one who hit that big 3 to win the Northwestern game.
Yes.
Kipley into the lane, and he is fouled.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. He never did that last year. Maybe he couldn't. He was really undersized. He's a little bigger this year.
Well, and you got to improve your handle, too.
Yeah, and he's a better driver. When he drives, very effective. Very effective. How many times have he scored? 15 to 22. Huh?
Oh, I would say almost every game it feels like he is.
Yeah, so...
and that Harriet Silva game
he
on
won
Friday,
that one. He won that one with the shot.
9 points in the final 2 minutes, and one of those was an and one and 2 3-pointers back to back. I'm like
I know people say, "Oh, there's all this young class coming up." You know, I got to tell you, yeah, there is. I don't see what everybody else sees. I do see something in Noah Kipley. He's going to be one of the better players in a couple of years to come out of this program. I really believe it.
Byers knocks down that 3.
There's a few other kids that got a chance. Winston Clark's a nice player. This Thorpe kid, who's a 7th grader, hey, look out. He's going to be a good player. Oh, he's going to be something. So I have a few select guys, but I don't go all in, at least not yet.
Is that Byers on that last 3?
Yep.
Spitzer's 3 is a air ball. That'll go back to the Tigers. Well, I'm looking at that freshman group. You took it like Milo and Ethan are pretty strong kids inside. I mean, we've seen some of the stuff that Milo can do.
Milo impressed me tonight.
I think they've been looking at that group for a while and playing together, and you throw a guy like Kipley in on top of that. Hedich drives, no good. Spitzer with the board. Has some contact, no call. I feel like it's been a fairly clean game called that way, too.
Here he goes again.
Kipley.
Offensive foul. Hedich has been everywhere tonight. Tyler Hedich, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots taken. I think that's unusual for him. I'm not saying he shouldn't take those shots. He's capable. He never takes that many shots this early in the game. So I think that's a positive for Ipswich.
5 fouls apiece for the Titans and Tigers here. Under 2 minutes to go. Milo gambling. Miller's shot no good. Kipley with the board. That's the other thing. Kipley's been pretty good on the boards, too. Vetter's going to lose that out of bounds.
Just about didn't stop himself. Wow.
That could have been bad.
His nose was a quarter inch from the brick.
Chet Peterson back in.
So 2018, Titans trailing Ipswich basketball.
Minute 30 to go. Boy, you really couldn't ask for much better so far in this game. Final game of the season. Lives up to its billing.
Wow.
Hines driving into the lane.
He could do that, Jeff, all night long. I'm not sure why he doesn't. He could get that shot anytime he wants. That's the type of athlete he is.
Braden in, back out, looking for Spitzer down low. Connor gets it to go.
Tough shot.
2-point ball game. Tigers lead. We are under a minute to go. First half. Hines guarded by Braden.
Oh, he's got to slip. He's got to lane. He just has to pass. Yes.
And that's going to be an and one.
First bucket for Carter.
Carter gets the deuce, and he's going to go to the line shooting one more. That foul is going to be on Connor, his first, and that's 6 fouls on the Titans. Milo takes a seat. The Hansberger, is back in.
Yes. 2 bags of M&M from Hans tonight. 2 bags. Usually it was 1.
Well, he's trying to make up for lost time. Free throw, no good. And there's Kipley again. He's got some hops.
He does. You know, if he grows a little bit and puts on a little weight when he's a senior, you know what I'm saying?
He's going to be a force.
I think so.
Well, and this Titans team is going to look pretty good next year, too. I mean, losing Hans is going to hurt, but they've got a lot of athletic talent coming back. Kipley down the lane, and one.
There it is.
That's going to be looks like on Hines, probably.
Just as I said earlier, unlike last year, he wouldn't have cut to the rim.
Oh, no, not at all.
He would have been sitting in the corner waiting for the pass, but now he's cutting, and he's driving, and he's doing all these things. And I can't imagine what he's going to develop in the next couple of years as he grows and puts on a little weight. And he has done that since last year.
His handle's pretty good. I mean, he worked pretty hard on his game. Free throw, good. No, with the old-fashioned 3-point play. And it's a 1-point ball game. Ipswich with the lead and the basketball.
Tight as we thought.
Shot clock is off, under 20 seconds, and Stuart Boley wants a timeout, and he's going to take a full timeout, and we will too. We'll be back in a minute here on Valley Sports.
Raising and selling top quality Angus cattle has been our focus since 1939. We have kept only the top performing bull calves, and they are for sale private treaty in the spring. Our purebred replacement heifer program has been producing top selling and performing females for years, annually in October. When you need high producing Angus cattle, turn to Erdman Angus Ranch with locations in Leola and Watonka, South Dakota. Check us out on Facebook or go to erdmanangus.com. Erdman Angus Ranch, your total herd source from one generation to the next.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
12 seconds left in the half. Tiger basketball. Tigers with the 1-point lead. Into Byers. Over to Hines. Aiken with the defense there. Looking to get a screen. Puts up a three. Nails it! That's Hines' first three. 27-23 is the Ipswich lead at halftime. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to talk it over here on Valley Live Sports.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We are very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
AgTegra Cooperative is an innovative, farmer-owned grain and agronomy cooperative throughout eastern North and South Dakota. In addition to offering grain and agronomy services, we offer our members aerial application services, fuel, feed, and precision ag hardware and software products and services. AgTegra promotes agricultural sustainability through the best applications of science and technology to assist farmers in the production of a safe, healthy, and abundant supply of grain in an economically viable system. Visit agtegra.com for more information. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Kurt's Repair of Leola is a proud sponsor of the Leola Frederick Titans. For more than 40 years, Kurt's Repair in Leola has provided tractor hauling and tractor and equipment repair in and around the Leola area. Kurt's Repair is proud to be a part of the Leola community and proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
The Glass Doctor is Aberdeen's locally owned mobile ag, construction, truck, RV, and automotive glass replacement business. Conveniently open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve your needs. Also ask about getting your windshield wiper blades replaced with your windshield replacement. Call Kirby at 605-380-9469. The Glass Doctor is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
Hi, this is Amanda Rodden, and I am an independent agent with the John C. Agency. In my experience with helping families with farms just like yours, I know having the right coverage is crucial. I can provide you with a financially strong insurance company who will be there to protect your family, home, farm, and your way of life. Call the John C. Agency at 426-6330.
Watonka Veterinary Services is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Located near Watonka, Dr. Tim Cruz will care for your animals, both large and small. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and are committed to serving the surrounding area. Contact Watonka Veterinary Services at 605-225-7176 for all of your veterinary needs. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
Raising and selling top quality Angus cattle has been our focus since 1939. We have kept only the top performing bull calves, and they are for sale private treaty in the spring. Our purebred replacement heifer program has been producing top selling and performing females for years, annually in October. When you need high producing Angus cattle, turn to Erdman Angus Ranch with locations in Leola and Watonka, South Dakota. Check us out on Facebook or go to erdmanangus.com. Erdman Angus Ranch, your total herd source from one generation to the next.
All right, it's halftime here in Leola. Tigers 27, Titans 23. Rob, what do you got for stats?
Well, pretty even. 44% unofficially Tigers. First half, 11 of 24. And 3 of 8 from long range. And the Titans, 9 of 23 at 39%. Only 1 of 7 from downtown. Now to the scoreboard. Look at this. Look at this.
That's what you're just showing me. That's crazy.
Faith is getting a beat Wall, so they'll be 19-1 coming in. 58-33, that's late in that ball game. Northwestern Hitchcock Tulare.
Oh, wow.
73-61.
Probably going to win that.
Wildcats.
Which will probably clinch the Titans hanging on to the
fourth seed.
Fourth seed,
right. White River handling Lakota Tech. And I want to go to another Viborg Hurley. I told you they're coming. Madison's Class A, though. Viborg Hurley at home lost to Madison, 61-47. So they're going to be 17-3 coming into playoff action. Timberlake beat Pottawattamie, 70-49. Waverly over Langford by 20. And the big game tonight.
Back up at the top.
Back up. What do you see there?
Go back up a little bit. I think it was.
Oh, are you looking for the one I'm looking for? Yeah, Aberdeen Christian.
Right there. It was right there.
Right there. Okay, Aberdeen Christian and Groton. And I said the Warner Classic, if Wolsey would have defeated Lower Brule and Aberdeen wins tonight, they would be the number 1 seed. That didn't happen, so Christian cannot get the 1 seed, but they have to beat Groton if they want to be a 2 seed. They go overtime over in Groton, and right now with a minute left in overtime, Aberdeen Christian leading the Groton Tigers 57-52. So, wow, that was no gimme, and I didn't think it would be.
No, and a tough ball game looks like another exciting one. You get some overtime, close ball game. That is what basketball this time of year should be.
Yep, very good stuff.
Your team leaders. First for the Tigers, I've got Trevor Hines down for 9. Does that match what you've got?
2, 4, 6, 9. Yes, sir.
8 for Ian Byers.
Yep.
4 for Tyler Hedich.
That is correct.
3 for Chet Peterson and 2 for Carter Gaditz.
Yes.
Titans, Noah Kipley is the story. He's got 9. I've got Connor Spitzer with 4, Hance with 3, Braden Sumption with 2, Sam Vetter with 2, and Ethan Patrick with that
triple, that scary triple,
that triple out of nowhere. So there you go. We've talked ad nauseum already tonight about last year's game, and this is already night and day.
Mm-hmm.
Good ball game, up and down, fairly clean. The shooting hasn't been perfect, but it hasn't been horrendous. And not a lot of turnovers.
No, pretty good.
Fouls fairly clean. I mean, I don't know if anybody even made it to the bonus, so
they did not. Can't
argue too much with that. Tigers, Hines with that beautiful three-pointer there just before the buzzer to give Ipswich. They had the 1-point lead. He nails that shot at the end to give them an extended 4-point lead at halftime. 27-24.
Somebody asked me, what do you think? Ipswich going to beat them bad? I said, no. Nobody's going to blow anybody out by 20. It'll be a 2 to 3 point game at the end. I guarantee it.
I don't know if they know what to do if that happened.
No.
They'd have to call for a do-over. This isn't right. This isn't what we signed up for.
No. But as I said earlier, and if you're just joining us on the Varsity broadcast, I mentioned this in the JV broadcast that we did bonus tonight. The last 16 years, Ipswich has won 4, and Leola Frederick 12, and 7 of the last 8. So they have the They have the bragging rights here north of the county border for sure.
So there's certainly a lot of kids playing for Ipswich that haven't seen a lot of W's in this game.
No. Well, we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Yeah, it should be. Let's see if we got a few other notes. We mentioned senior night tonight.
Do we have time? You're going to get up time? You don't have to? Okay, good.
Stephen Aiken, Hans Slopke, and Sam Vetter. Stephen, the son of Richard and Janelle Aiken. Hans Slopke, son of Pat and Melissa Lopke. Sam Vetter, son of Chad and Susie Vetter. Congratulations to those senior Titans. We talked a little bit about the Lady Titans. They play tomorrow. They're number 2 seed hosting Aberdeen Christian over in Frederick. 1 o'clock. That game will be live streamed. The live stream link there, titans.liveticket.tv. The Lady Titans down the Lady Knights back in January. Game that was probably closer than they thought it would be, but Sophie Lozier was missing in that game. And she will be in uniform tomorrow. I think the Titans would be favored in that one, but Titans also lost to the Langford Lions at one point, so I don't think they're taking anything for granted. Northwestern hosting Wilmot tomorrow, and winner of that game will take on the winner of the Titans Knights game, and that'll, along with Brett Hekla visiting Hitchcock Tulare tomorrow, and that winner will face the winner of the Warner Langford game. And then those third round games will be on Monday at a neutral site in Webster. And the winners of those games go to the SODAC 16.
Look at this. Aberdeen Christian 60, Groton 58.
Oh
still overtime.
Ooh.
Groton was down 5. Yet. They're coming back.
I want to say at one point it was 7. It was 57-50.
Right, yeah.
So we've seen a quick comeback. We are about to tip off the second half here. Titans Tigers, and the teams will switch sides.
62-58 now, Christian.
Tigers will inbound, and they're going to head to the right side on your TV screen.
62-60 Christian. Croton just scored again.
That's a barn burner.
That is a barn burner.
I'd like to see what's going on there. Hines over to Byers. Byers in the lane. Get some contact. He's going to go to the line. It's probably on Spitzer.
Hey, just so you know, I passed that game up to be with you tonight. I could be over there in the middle of that one.
Maybe you regret it. I don't know. But hopefully this one lives up to its billing.
Executive producer called today. He says, "You coming?" I says, "I'm going to go to Leola. I think Dave's going over there." So
Ian Byers with the first free throw, and that's a 5-point lead right now for the Tigers. Second free throw, no good. Spitzer with the board. Biggest lead of the game, 5-point lead for Ipswich. Hance probing. He's guarded by Hedich. Vetter trying to set a screen. Hance picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Up top to Kipley, back to Hance. Byers with the steal. Hines, layup on the other end. 7-point lead.
Double digits for Trevor. 11 of the 30.
Vetter stuck in the lane. Spitzer out in the corner. Backs down. Can't get that to go. That's going to be Gaditz on the rebound. The Tigers will come back the other way, looking to extend that lead. 7-point Tiger advantage right now. Hedich. Byers, deep three. Good.
Good job, Ian. Keep it up.
That's
Way
2
downtown.
from long range.
And that is a 10-point lead for the Tigers all of a sudden. Felt like just a minute ago it was 23-24. Tigers quick 9 points. Beautiful backdoor pass. Braden can't finish. Connor there to clean up the mess. And Brock Passion wants a timeout. And we will take one as well. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here in Valley Sports.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Aberdeen Christian has completed a regular season of 18 wins, 2 losses. They escape east of Aberdeen and Groton 64-60 in overtime tonight.
That game really came down to the wire, even as we were watching the score change. Tigers, Byers over to Hines, guarded by Lopke.
So they'll likely be a 2 seed, Jeff.
That
going into the playoffs.
They're going to be a tough matchup. Even at the state level, they're going to be a tough matchup. Like you said, they've got one mission in mind.
Yep. Anything short less of a championship is a disappointment, and that you're good when you put that out there early.
Yep. Braden speeding down court, all the way down, gets it to go. Braden with his second bucket of the game, and the Titans with a quick couple of buckets to get this back under control after the Tigers had extended to a 10-point lead just a minute ago.
Here he is, Chet.
That one didn't go.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I told you about earlier. Maybe you should shoot a few, but not a lot.
I think there's a few guys like that on both teams, probably.
Yes.
The guys that are just good enough to hit them, but maybe not good enough to really keep shooting them.
Yeah. You might make 1 or 2, but you're not going to make 6. Jace Concert might make 6, but Chet probably not.
Hance in the lane, better, and he's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be on Gaditz, and that is his second. Vetter will be shooting 2, the senior.
So you'll have a Christian team at 18-2, a Viborg Hurley team at 17-3. I thought they could be 18-2. They lost tonight. 19-1. Faith is going to come in. If they make it to March Madness at the Barnett Center, they could have the best record.
Sam misses both free throws. Tigers with the ball heading the other way. Hedich down low. Byers at the top. Gaditz taken away by Hance. Off to the races.
Nobody
he's
will catch
going. He's got it.
That was quick.
Coast to coast for Hance.
That's what Hance did in Harriet Selby the other night on the inbounds.
The Titans have a few guys with a lot of end-to-end speed.
Braden and Hance would be
they are
as fast as
fast
anybody.
Backcourt.
Yeah.
A fast backcourt. It's kind of funny. Hance is very dominant right-handed, and Braden's very dominant left-handed.
Right.
When they bookend each other at the top of the key, it's kind of funny to watch sometimes. Byers drives in, looking for Hedich, can't find anybody.
Here's the other fast guy, Hedich.
He's got a lot of speed too, and he gets it to go in the lane.
Playing a nice game, Tyler.
6-point Tiger advantage. Hance. And that's going to be a jump ball. Hedich with some nice
defense. The 2 halfbacks going at it at the top of the circle there. Yeah. You pad those boys up, and I had only seen Tyler play once when we played Leola Frederick. When they played at the wow. It was a close game at halftime, and then I watched this kid, and I was like, my goodness, he is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He was just so fast and powerful and strong.
Titans with a couple of substitutions, Patrick and Sumption in. Looks like the Tigers have Miller, and I don't know if he was the only one that came in. I didn't catch that. Little spillage there, and turnover.
Well, Boley's doing a good job with his defense to keep them guys from cutting in the lane, Jeff.
Back to the.
And we got a mess. We got a mess.
We got to clean that up.
You see how they're trying to get inside, trying to drive the lane, and Coach Boley knows that, and his defense has done a nice job keeping them guys out from driving.
That's a lot of what the Titans did to the Tigers last year, running that same offense like you were talking.
Keep them out of the lane, make them hit a jump shot, but if you let them drive all night, get easy layups, you got trouble. So it goes back to Ipswich.
And here comes Byers with the ball. Hedich looking for Miller.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
That was silty down the lane.
Silty.
That was. Woo.
You know what? That's his first bucket. I like watching. I'd like to live in that body for one day in the gym. He's just so athletic.
Patrick
he
picks
can
up
really
the foul.
jump.
That is his third.
You know what I'm saying?
He silky smooth. Some of these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Free throw no good. Patrick grabs that rebound. 8-point lead. Tigers kind of keeping the Titans just at arm's length here. And that's going to be a foul on Miller.
Tucker Miller. Big and Rich are in, by the way. Blake and Tucker. And now Chet's going to take
He's coming back in.
the big out of the Big and Rich. So it's Blake and Chet. That doesn't sound as good. Blake and Chet.
Not quite, no. And the foul was on Miller. Second team foul on the Tigers.
See, trying to drive. Can't get in there. Good defense, Ipswich.
Whoa, in trouble. Into Patrick.
Good Ipswich defense.
Patrick down low, and he's going to go to the line.
Ooh, that looked clean from here, baby.
It did look clean.
It looked clean. I want to see a replay. Come on, what do they do in the NBA? They go to the boot, go to the sideline. Look at that again. I think that's clean.
Ethan, the freshman, going to go to the line, shooting 2, and they called that foul on Byers, his first. No good for Ethan on the first one. Kid's got a lot of potential, though. They're hoping some of these freshmen, they keep improving, especially growing up with, say, Assumption and Kipley, looking like even next year, really hoping that they're turn into something. Second free throw, in and out and back in again. Ethan's got 4 points.
4 points. 7-point lead.
30-37.
There he goes. Lost it.
Off about 6 people. Byers drives baseline. Blocked, or at least changed by Patrick. Hines at the top of the key.
Yes.
Nails it.
Second three by Trevor.
And it's back to a 10-point advantage. Winston Clark tried to answer, can't do it. Tiger rebound. And Byers will bring it across the timeline for the Tigers.
That was the shot he hit in the JV, isn't it? To tie the game.
Now that was Thorpe that hit that, but
Thorpe,
yeah, same spot.
Same spot. Into Rich.
Battling down low, almost a turnover. Hangs on to it. Silty in the corner. Patrick's active hands.
10 seconds.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Byers down low. Beautiful looking layup. Couldn't get it to go.
That was one of the best moves Ian's done all year.
Looked pretty. Couldn't get it to fall.
Between the legs, he goes. He head fakes with a pass to the baseline and takes it up.
But it goes out of bounds. It'll be Titan basketball. Hans will take a seat along with Patrick.
10-point lead, Jeff.
Better. Titans are going to look to cut this in. 2 minutes to go in the third period.
Concert is in for Ipswich.
See if he can hit some shots. He struggled until the end of the second overtime.
He's matched up with a freshman, so maybe he'll get a chance here.
Braden,
wow,
lightning
slashing.
fast into the lane for 2 more. Chet driving.
Almost traveled.
Might have been a travel. Refs didn't call it.
Just slipped his pivot.
Hines.
There's Jace.
Jace is looking for that. Back up to Peterson. Hines again. He's hit a few of these. Slips the ball in. That is not going to go. Spitzer with the board. Turns it back over to Hedich.
Oh.
Good anticipation by Hedich. Good defense.
He's been everywhere.
And back to a 10-point lead.
Offensive.
Ooh, Braden sliced down the lane. Couldn't get the ball to go. Called the offensive foul. And we're going to go the other way. That is Braden's first. 3 team fouls apiece here. Under a minute to go in the third period.
Miller back in.
And here comes Byers and the Tigers.
Miller, the freshman from Aberdeen Christian, transferring to Ipswich this year.
Your Big and Rich.
Big and Rich back in.
Is back in. Byers. Concert.
High. Oh,
got it.
Told you he could shoot.
Really tasting the rainbow on that one a little bit.
Boy, that was deep. That was high arcing. That was nothing but net. Beautiful.
And
biggest lead now, 13.
13-point lead. Titans need to keep this from getting out of control. The second half has been all Tigers. Braden, shake and bake, can't get it to go. And Tigers track down the rebound. 10 seconds. Byers crossing the timeline. Between the legs goes. can't get it. Almost the same thing. Couldn't get to go this time either. Spitzer can't get that to go.
Wow.
And we will take a quarter break. 45-32 is our third quarter score. Back in a minute here on Valley Live Sports.
At Valley Telecommunications Cooperative, we've built a reputation for providing the best telecommunications service in north central South Dakota, but that's only the beginning. We also provide scholarships for high school seniors, participate in your community events, distribute donations and sponsorships, and provide capital credit refunds through our patronage program. Valley Telecommunications Cooperative, providing great service and so much more.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Back in Leola. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go in this ball game. 13-point Tiger lead. What do you got, Rob?
18-9. Tigers outscored LF in the third, and thus the separation now.
I'd say all of our hopes and dreams for a close ball game are drying up a little bit here, but
I still say it comes down to a tight game before it's over, but maybe
Hands
not.
couldn't get that to go. Tiger rebound, and they'll head the other way with the 13-point advantage.
Is it just me? Both teams seem to be playing as good a basketball as they can right now.
Oh, I think so. You've seen
where's this been all season?
And you haven't really seen anything other than that one little sloppy sequence where both teams were trying to out-turnover the other one there for about a minute. So it's been a pretty clean, well-played game. Edich, pump fake, goes in. Can't get it. Spitzer, rebound. Braden to bring back the other way. Up to Hans. Titans trying to push the pace, and Hans is going to get fouled.
Was there a foul there?
They're calling a foul on the reach-in. And that's on Miller. That's going to be his second.
Oop, lost it off his foot. Ian's foot, rather, though.
We'll stay here with the Titans. 7 minutes left in the game. Hansel inbound for the Titans underneath their own basket. Looking up top to Connor Spitzer.
They haven't let Kipley got a lot of threes away tonight, have they?
No, they really haven't. That's actually one thing that
part of the difference.
Titans really haven't
Nope, that's part of the difference.
gotten much from that. Byer's going to be called for the blocking foul.
He shot just 1 3 tonight, Jeff, and they're really keying on that. They don't want him to get shots. They don't want him to drive.
Well, and,
or Braden. Braden's been able to get to the hoop a little bit.
The Titans, Hans, Noah, and Braden are the 3-point shooters, and the Tigers are clamping down on that pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Let's say you're not getting shots. Beat us inside. We don't think you can. We have the size. And so far, it's working.
It has been, especially the second half here. Titans struggling to get some shots off. Braden in, can't get it to go. Vetter, and they're going to call a foul on Carter Gaditz. Sam's going to go to the line, shooting 2. And that is his third foul. 16 fouls on the Tigers. Vetter, the senior, at the line. Can't get it to go.
So
Nobody's shooting very many free throws tonight.
No, very few free throws. But the Titans are in a situation now. This could slip to 20 real quick here.
And you can't afford to let those go. Sam gets the second one. And 12-point lead.
Oh, wow. That is an all-state move by Trevor Hines. You just saw
Beautiful layup.
Not many guys can do that with the body control he has.
14-point Tiger lead. Sam Vetter over to Hans. Noah driving in. Nowhere to go.
Closing off them cutting
lanes. Gets it.
Yep. He had to settle for a fadeaway.
Made a tough shot.
That's his first shot here in the half, Jeff.
Oh, Braden thought he had a clean block, and they're going to get him with the foul on as Peterson.
It's kind of a late whistle, I thought.
It was a little bit of a late whistle. I think Braden was halfway down the court.
Yeah.
And that's Braden's second foul, fourth team foul. Peterson's going to shoot 2.
14, the biggest lead, so Chet trying to push it back.
It was 15. Actually,
was it
1 point.
15?
Now it's back to 15. He gets the first one, so we're at 15 again.
No, 13. Or is it just me?
Did they do that wrong? Oh, you're right, yeah.
Both good.
And it's now a 14-point lead. I think they had something wrong on the scoreboard earlier. Maybe I had something wrong in my head. Either way, Chet Peterson hits them both. And it's 35-49.
Ooh, traveled. He traveled again, twice. He came out of his. Did you see that?
Yeah. That second one especially.
Yeah. First one was pretty close. Second one, he did. Missed shot.
Tigers head the other way. Byers into the lane. Out to Hines. And he gets that little floater to go. Nice looking floater.
I don't want to guard him. I just don't want to guard him.
Brock wants a timeout.
He'd give you nightmares when you're sleeping.
16-point lead, and we're going to take a timeout. Be right back here on Valley Sports.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We're very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
Okay.
What do you got for us, Rob, as we can come back to action here?
Trevor Hines now has 18. Ian Byers has 12, and leading the way for the Titans, Kipley with 11-2, though only in the second half of play. So
yeah, the Titans' offense has really dried up here in the second half. And the Tigers are starting to pour it on a little bit.
Yeah, credit that defense of Ipswich. They've done what they had to do here to not get into a, to let those guys drive and
continue the track meet that we were on. That first half, very evenly played. Second half, not so much. It's been mostly all Tigers. Kipley in the lane, in a little bit of trouble. Hance. Well, he picked up his dribble, looking for help. Clark. Kipley pulls the trigger on a deep three. And that's going to hit the shot clock out of bounds to the Tigers. They can extend to an 18-point lead.
Yeah, whoever loses this, Jeff's going to lose 4 of their last 6 heading to postseason play. Not good. Look for the air hose. The tires are flat.
And I know the Titans, if they lose, they can still hold on to that spot. If Northwestern was winning, I think is what you said earlier?
Yes, they were.
Northwestern wins that. I think the Titans still hold on to that number 4 spot.
I think so.
Timeout, Stuart Boley, as Byers was in a little bit of trouble there. We'll stay right here. It's a full timeout. Maybe we better take a little bit of a break quick. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Whether it's small or large John Deere ag equipment, compact utility tractors, or lawn tractors, C&B Operations has what you're looking for in new and used John Deere equipment. C&B Operations is also your source for parts and service of any make or model equipment. Let their expert staff help you keep your equipment running at peak performance during harvest season. They're your John Deere experts. Online at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com. C&B Operations, your John Deere dealer of choice.
All right, back during the timeout here in Leola, Ipswich with a 16-point lead. And we were just saying that the Tigers hold on to this. The Titans will need Hitchcock-Tulare to lose, and it looks like they did. Northwestern with the, what do you got there, 79-63 win over Hitchcock-Tulare.
So the Titans should stay the 4 seed, get a home game with Hitchcock coming in, and that's no easy task. Ipswich got drilled by those guys down there.
I actually was looking at them earlier at one point. I'm like, that's not going to be an easy game at all.
No.
Looks like it'll be here in Leola, though, which, if it is, we'll have it here on Valley Sports on Tuesday.
You'll be here, I'll be in Ipswich. Likely the Tigers are going to be the 3 seed, and they'll have Faulkton coming in, the way it looks.
probably. I say Fulton. I know that even had they had to play Harriet Selby, they made the Wolverines look kind of silly that game they played there. And Gaditz.
Well, Lane Cotton's figuring it out a little bit over there in Falcon. That's no gimme either for Ipswich.
18-point advantage. This is getting to desperation time here for the Titans. Clark gets the fall and the foul.
His first bucket tonight.
Fouls on Gaditz. That is 7 team fouls on the Tigers. They're in the penalty now.
When you look at it, Jeff, we're talking about next week, Tuesday, and a 3-seed, 4-seed, whatever it be, you're going to be home. None of those games are easy for these type of teams that aren't the powerhouses that can really just put it on you. I mean, obviously Ipswich is doing it a little bit tonight, but they'll be good games. They'll be good games.
Brock Passion, I don't know if this is a white flag, but he's brought a bench lineup in.
That's what I was thinking. Did he wave the white flag? He's got Hamanga in, Aiken in, Milo in. He's got the JV
unless he's got something special. Maybe he's got something planned, but
was that another shot? Hits another three. He's waved the white flag.
He's got 12 just in three-pointers.
Old Passion's giving up here tonight. Here's a steal by Hines. Look out.
Layup. And gets it. That was some... We were talking about Hans on the other end. That was just as impressive.
Trevor can dunk, by the way.
Yeah.
He really can hop. He's got 20.
21-point advantage for the Tigers. And as we're getting down close to 3 minutes left, that's probably all she wrote for the Titans.
Well, I'll tell you what. This Ipswich team...
Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah. You know, had they beaten Northwestern, easily could have early in the season. 2-point loss. I was there. James Valley Christian, same game. They should have won that game. I hate to do this, but the referees, there was some really questionable stuff going on there. And then Hitchcock, Tulare, or Highmore Herald, those three, if they win those three, I think it changes their whole season. At least 2 out of the 3. And you never know. This club could be sitting at a 12 seed, 13 seed, and now we're talking, but we're not now. We're not talking now.
No.
And watching them tonight go, where's this been?
Well, and
they look good tonight.
And similar story for the Titans. They've had a few games where they've looked really good, really impressive. And they've also had a few that make you wonder if it was the same team out there. Like that Fulton game really sticks in. That would have been a nice layup chance to Sam. Couldn't handle the pass, turnover.
Turner Thorson's checked in here for Ipswich to finish it up.
Looks like some bench players coming in for the Tigers.
There you go. Shoot it, Turner. Shoot it.
Hedich. Byers in the lane. Can't get it to go. Milo in, and he grabs that board. All the way. Can't get it to go. Patrick. And he gets that one to go. (39-58), 19-point lead, 2 minutes to go.
Say hi to Turner's grandpa, I believe, listening in Denver tonight. And got a timeout. Subs coming in galore, just a substitution timeout.
Pretty much everybody. Benches are in.
I can't believe Passion waved the white flag as early as he did.
I say
3.5 minutes ago.
A lot of times the teams don't like. There's a lot of coaches who don't like to do that.
Huh.
Sometimes I'm curious why not, but at the same time, you've also seen games where somebody comes back, and I think you always hope that maybe tonight's your night. So we've got some of the deeper bench players for both squads out here right now.
Max Kalesa, Evan Onken, Turner Thorson, Jace Conser, and Colby Silty. Here's Turner spinning to the hoop and gets one to go.
We'll have to select our Valley Telecommunication players of the game. We'll select one for each squad tonight. I'm going to guess for the Titans probably Noah Kipley.
Yep.
And would you go Byers or Hines?
I'm going to have to think about that.
I'll defer to you on that one.
Okay.
But you could go either way.
It's probably the best game I've seen Ian Byers play all season. The ones I've seen. Trevor is he's very capable of getting you 15 to 20, and you don't even think you go, really at 20? So I've seen that before, but probably the best game Ian's played.
Don't look now, it's a 23-point lead. Now, obviously, we're not playing the starters anymore, so
Rasmus Loken is in.
Score is a little bit different. That one doesn't quite go.
Cadillac.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Titans. Hamunga will inbound.
Wow, this thing got away. Jeff, we're looking at 18-9, outscored in the third quarter, and I'll have to add it up. It's ugly. 60-37.
I'll say only 6 points for the Titans. Or no, 7 points.
14 points in the second half for Leola Frederick.
Yeah. Not a good half
and
for offense.
33-14 is the number, second half.
Ooh.
That won't work. That will not work on Tuesday night. I don't care who you're playing.
And we said Hitchcock-Tulare is not a pushover.
Not at all. Ipswich found that out. They went down there and they were in a dogfight. They lost.
And this game was a dogfight for about 2 quarters.
Yep.
Halftime, 27-23. Looked like we had another beautiful game on our hands as we wind down. 6:15 on the shot clock. Tigers running out the clock as much as they can. Ready to take a knee as they would in football.
Yeah.
And Austin Manti gets a shot blocked.
Anken.
And that'll be it. 60-37. Rob and I will be back here in a couple minutes to add things up here on Valley Sports. Hang right here. We'll be right back.
Best of luck, athletes from Valley Telecommunications Cooperative. We're very proud of all student athletes and coaches for the hard work and dedication that it takes to succeed in high school activities. As your local communications provider, Valley offers local and long-distance service and super-fast broadband internet speeds up to 1 gig for all of your streaming, gaming, and work-from-home needs. After all, one great lineup deserves another. To learn what Valley can do for you, call us today at 605-437-2615.
AgTegra Cooperative is an innovative, farmer-owned grain and agronomy cooperative throughout eastern North and South Dakota. In addition to offering grain and agronomy services, we offer our members aerial application services, fuel, feed, and precision ag hardware and software products and services. AgTegra promotes agricultural sustainability through the best applications of science and technology to assist farmers in the production of a safe, healthy, and abundant supply of grain in an economically viable system. Visit agtegra.com for more information. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Kurt's Repair of Leola is a proud sponsor of the Leola Frederick Titans. For more than 40 years, Kurt's Repair in Leola has provided tractor hauling and tractor and equipment repair in and around the Leola area. Kurt's Repair is proud to be a part of the Leola community and proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
The Glass Doctor is Aberdeen's locally owned mobile ag, construction, truck, RV, and automotive glass replacement business. Conveniently open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve your needs. Also ask about getting your windshield wiper blades replaced with your windshield replacement. Call Kirby at 605-380-9469. The Glass Doctor is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast.
All right, let's wrap up a few stats and totals and fun things like that. 60-37, the Ipswich Tigers come into Leola, and in a huge departure from how the games have gone the last few years. Win going away, dominating the second half. Very tight first half. That second half, you'd almost swear it was two different teams.
Yeah.
I would say for the Titans, I mean, I'll just run through their leaders quick, and then you can check with Ipswich. I've got Connor for 6, Hans with 5, Braden Sumption with 6 points, Noah, the team leader, with 11. But as you pointed out, only 2 in the second half. Sam Vetter with 3, Ethan Patrick with 6, Winston Clark with 2, and that's all I've got. Just not a lot of offense, especially in that second half. What do you got for
I have
Tigers?
Carter Gaditz 4, Chet Peterson 5, Turner Thorson 2, and Colby Silty a bucket off the bench. Tyler Hedich had 8. Most of those came, half of those came in the first half, so 4 and 4. Ian Byers 15, and he was on my books, and I could be wrong. He was 4 for 4 from long range.
I can believe it.
Yep. So 15, and Trevor Hines was 2 of 4 from long range. And Trevor had 20 on my books, and Ian had 15. So, I don't know, take your pick. Ian, probably the nicest game I've seen him play. Trevor is Trevor. He can get 20 a night, and you just go, really?
Well,
I mean, it's not surprising.
That's actually one of the problems, even for the Titans. Noah's been picked as the player of the game.
I know.
This would be his third time, but there's really nobody else to pick this time. So
I'll give you one more vote. Hines or Byers?
I mean, obviously I'm not super familiar with the Tigers. If I was just looking at the stat sheet, it'd be hard not to pick Trevor Hines.
Yeah. He just does a lot of things.
Some of those coast-to-coast layups.
He does a lot of things.
He hit that 3 at right before halftime, which kind of seemed to kickstart the second half that the Tigers had. So that's who I would go with. We'll make sure we get shirts out to those guys. Congratulations to Noah and Trevor. So what else you got?
33-14 after a 27-23 halftime. Ipswich lead, and what we thought would be a 1 or 2 possession game turned into a 33-14 second half for Ipswich. And the runaway continued or started in the third quarter, and they never made a run. And Passion waved the flag with 3.5 minutes to go. It totally blew me away. I wouldn't have expected that, but I also thought coming in to the game that Ipswich probably should win this game.
I would have thought so too. I mean,
I think they had the upper advantage.
Yeah.
They should have won. I didn't think they'd win by 23, but I thought they'd win by 4-6. So I guess it turned out how it should have turned out. But so that means the Titans are 11-9 to finish up the season. Ipswich 13-6
As you
to
said,
finish it up.
They only have 19 games because of the JV matchup with Sunshine
Bible. Yeah, so they could easily be 14-6.
The Titans, based on Hitchcock-Tulare losing to Northwestern, the Titans should stay in the 4th spot. I mean, nothing's guaranteed until we see the standings tomorrow, but based on my preliminary algebra over this week, I'm reasonably sure the Titans should stay in the 4th spot and host Hitchcock-Tulare. And we'll see what that looks like. That should be, again, if they do, that should be here in Leola, should be here on Valley Live Sports. And the Tigers will be in the Tiger Den.
They should be the 3 seed. They will be, and they'll have Falkton coming in.
Yep.
I like watching Lane Cotton. I'm always excited to see him play. He's a junior, you know. I was thinking he was a senior, and I looked on the roster, Jeff, and I says, wait a second. My son said, who's going to be the good teams next year? And immediately Falkton came to my mind. I says, I think if Lane Cotton can find some players around him, he's a guy that can drop 35 on you. So we'll see him Tuesday night.
Falkton's another one of those teams that, kind of like Langford, some of those teams that even if their record isn't very good, you expect them to put up a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow they do.
They do.
And so, Falkton's not going to roll over. Doesn't mean that they're winning the game, just that they're not going to.
Well, they'll have to come to play. Both teams Tuesday night will have to come to play, or their seasons will suddenly end on a home court playoff game. And we seen that years ago when Bubba and those boys had that good team. It was, I don't know what year it was, but I think it was Falkton that came in here and beat them.
The year before that, that was Tanner Gueffrey's senior year.
Falkton beat them.
Yep, here in Leola.
That shouldn't have happened, but it did happen.
Titans had beaten the Trojans down in Fulton earlier that season.
Mm-hmm.
And Fulton came in with a completely different game plan and kind of took over.
Do you need another break?
I don't know. I'm not sure what.
Oh, you can come up if you like. Come on up, Stu.
Well,
Stu's used to coming up after the game. So, let's talk. Stu Bully is here with us. Let's see. Hang on. What did you say? Trevor?
We went with Trevor Hines.
Yeah,
for
Trevor.
The player of the game for the Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you what. Give those to Trevor and I got 2 shirts. Trevor and Ian.
Okay.
How does that sound? A large and a medium. They can fight it out.
Sounds good. They
can
fight?
Huh?
They can fight for it?
Yeah, they can fight for it.
Okay.
I'll put my money on Ian, probably. I mean, Trevor's pretty wiry, but Ian's a pretty big kid.
Hey, I'll let you know how it comes out. How's that sound?
You want to talk?
Sure, I can.
Yeah. Here, hold on a second.
All right. Hey, we're on the Leola broadcast now. I don't know who I'm supposed to root for, but
Well,
I told you on the phone. We were talking, and I know you know this. You did take away them guys driving inside. You did not give them open, easy threes. There you go. That really, the defense did it.
Well, I'll tell you what. What a great basketball game. Number one, two good teams. You know, they really. I mean, they're a good basketball team as well. But you know, in the second half, we just decided, hey, we're going to shut them down on the defensive end, take our chances on the offensive end, and it worked out. And you're right. You know, what do we hold them? What was the final 30?
She's 33-14 in the second half. You outscored them.
I knew we came out big in the second half. What was the final? Were they 30?
37.
37. Well, you can hold those guys, the scorers that they had.
Yeah.
You know, you can hold them at 37. You really have done something.
Well, you held Kipley to 11, and you held Sumption to 6.
And that's just a great effort.
That's what you got to do.
That is a great effort, and you know, hats off to our team. Doggone it, they've just fought and scrapped all year long, and you know, we dropped too late, and we really felt like we shouldn't have dropped those two, and nothing against those two teams, but they were two games that we thought that we should have played better.
Yeah.
And a credit to those teams for making us look the way we did. But you know, tonight, and I was all worried, and my coaches, they laugh at me because I'm just a worrywart, and they're laughing because I keep saying, dang it, I hate playing without practicing. And
yeah, you didn't practice. That's right. And these teams did not practice. I don't know about Leola. I doubt it, but you didn't practice.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I talked to Coach earlier today. We were both griping because we didn't get any practice, and so we both made an agreement that neither one of us were in the gym, and I believe him. He didn't get in the gym, but you know, it's tough. It's tough because you know, kids come out and they haven't shot the ball and they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Maybe they lost a little bit of their conditioning and things like that. So
you know what I thought, Luke? We were talking about it, Luke. You know what I thought? I says I think it's going to be good for them because they've gone through this tumultuous run. I think they just need. I think they'll be good.
You know,
and they play. I think they played their best game I've seen.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I talked to them after we lost to Potter County and said this: listen, what are you going to do when faced with a little adversity? How are you going to respond?
Yeah.
And this is going to tell me how you respond in your life.
Yeah.
You know, you can mail it in right now and say, you know what, Teoscazina and Leola Frederick, way too good for us. Let's just mail it in.
Yeah.
And we never, at any point in time, and that includes Teoscazina as well, we did not mail it in at any point in time. And again, they fought through some adversity, and I really think, guys, this is a special team. You know, they care. They love basketball, but you know what? They care about each other as people. And that's so cool to watch. It's so cool to watch, you know?
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
13-6 could be 14-6 Sunshine Bible, right? I always go back in my mind, Stu, that James Valley Christian, I was there. I was like, man, we had that game. And I go back to the Northwestern game, and I go back to the Highmore Herald game, and I say 2 of those 3. And here we're sitting with the Sunshine Bible thing. We're a 16-4 team, and our seed points are up there. You know what I mean? And
you know,
by the way, answer that, and then I want to ask you about Saturday night.
Well, you know, I tell my wife this all the time, and you know, sometimes she listens. She pretends like she's listening. And
Yeah, I know
she's
how
not
I know
most
the
of
deal.
time. Shaking her head, yes.
Yeah.
You know, but I know she's not listening a whole lot. But you know, they're just kids, and you know, I keep telling them, guys, you're not invincible. You know, and you are. It's okay to have a bad night. It's okay to have a bad night. How are you going to respond to that bad night? We, you know, again, we go back in the season. Now's the time where you can look back and say, man, if we just had this, we had that. But that JVC one, we let slip away a little bit, and
that's a good team, though.
Absolutely,
that's a real good team.
I was just talking to Coach Schentzel about that.
They're going to be in state.
Absolutely. I don't know if they're going to. They got a tough.
I think they might
region,
make it.
but that's a good quality team you lose to there. You know, we'd like to get that Northwestern game back. You know, it's our second game of the year. We're still trying to figure out how dumb Coach Bully can be, and so you know, they were still trying to figure all that out. And you know, those two we lost late hurt. Those two, you know, the Hitchcock Tulare and Potter County.
Those two hurt bad.
Again, that's why this one was so important right here. This one wouldn't have had to been that important had we just gotten one of those two. And we didn't. And ifs and buts were candy and nuts. We'd all have a great Merry Christmas. So as it stands, we're here. We're in a position right where we want to be.
You got to beat a Falkland. You got to beat a Highmore Herald, and probably this is where I'm probably a Lower Brule. Okay,
well,
if you get that far.
Yeah.
You saw them Saturday night at Warner in your old stomping grounds. They're a good team, but they're beatable. You can't give up fast break points. And Woolsey almost had them a couple of times. What'd you think?
We're gonna play one of those 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at Christian. You're looking at Lower Brule.
I'd rather play Lower Brule.
You're looking at DeSmit. one of those three, and that's fine.
I think you could beat a Lower Brule.
At this point, we're going to take it one game at a time. We'll take it one quarter at a time, one possession at a time. Hey, listen, we got a strong, good Faulkton team coming to town. I'll tell you what.
They're figuring it out a little bit.
The Cotton kid, I mean, in postseason like that, when you have a kid that can score, he can hang 30 on you like that, you're in trouble.
We were just saying years ago they had a good team here 4, 5, 6 years ago, and Faulkton came in 6 seeds or whatever, low seed, they beat us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Hey, so we're going to go to work. When I get home tonight, I'll get out the no-dos and a couple Mountain Dews and see, and I'll be staying up late tonight, but that's what makes it fun. That's why we get paid all that money, and we'll see if we can't figure out how to stop Faulkton.
By the way, Aberdeen Christian Groton overtime.
Oh.
Christian won a couple of points, but it must have been a thriller over there, and Northwestern beat Hitchcock, and Faith going into playoffs. Again, they easily win. They're going to be 19-1, Stu, coming in. I've seen them several times. I keep saying this. It's a nice team. I know it's Region 8, but it's a different deal nowadays than it was 20 years ago. That's a nice team. They're going to have the best record coming in.
I'll tell you what. Right now, everybody's 0-0.
Yeah.
And any given night, heck, I mean, I've been on a good end on a given night when we probably weren't as good as the other team and we end up winning. I've been on the other end where you were probably the better team and you don't win.
Yeah.
So you got to play your best basketball. And again, I've been pounding home for about 2 weeks now. Every possession counts. Every single possession. We played this game tonight like it was a playoff basketball game.
Hey, my unofficial numbers, I think they're pretty close. You shot 46% first half, and games 65%, 63 in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you shoot the ball like that,
you win.
Tough to beat.
Yeah, you're tough to beat.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So.
And they shot 50s, low 50s all game. So there you go.
Well, I never thought we'd ever outscore anybody, but tonight I felt like we outscored them. And a good solid defense as well.
Good defense. Well, good luck, Coach. Thanks for coming up.
Absolutely.
See you
Thank you so
Tuesday,
much.
Right?
Yep.
Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
At the Den.
Faulkton at the Den.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
See
guys.
Ya.
Have
Thanks.
a good night.
Take the T-shirts. Let's take a break, and I'm going to flip my script here. Yeah, thanks, Stu.
We're gonna
take a break.
A couple more ads in and be right back.
All right. I want to talk about the B. I want to talk about the postseason.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Amanda Rodden, and I am an independent agent with the John C. Agency. In my experience with helping families with farms just like yours, I know having the right coverage is crucial. I can provide you with a financially strong insurance company who will be there to protect your family, home, farm, and your way of life. Call the John C. Agency at 426-6330.
Watonka Veterinary Services is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Located near Watonka, Dr. Tim Cruz will care for your animals, both large and small. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and are committed to serving the surrounding area. Contact Watonka Veterinary Services at 605-225-7176 for all of your veterinary needs. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
Raising and selling top quality Angus cattle has been our focus since 1939. We have kept only the top performing bull calves, and they are for sale private treaty in the spring. Our purebred replacement heifer program has been producing top selling and performing females for years, annually in October. When you need high producing Angus cattle, turn to Erdman Angus Ranch with locations in Leola and Watonka, South Dakota. Check us out on Facebook or go to erdmanangus.com. Erdman Angus Ranch, your total herd source from one generation to the next.
All right, wrapping up here a little bit in Leola after the 60-37 Tiger win over Leola Frederick. Rob, what do you got?
Well, so the Tigers are 13-6. Probably should be 14-6, but they forego that game, and they'll finish the regular season there. Titans 11-9. All right, as we do every end of the regular season, we kind of look ahead into the playoffs.
Yep.
And let's talk about that a little bit. By the way, with the Groton loss to Aberdeen Christian, here's how the seeding should be tomorrow. Lower Brule 1, Christian 2, DeSmit should be 3, Faith should be 4. They beat Wall tonight. That'll be your top 4. I would assume White River is going to be 5-ish. Viborg-Hurley lost. I thought they could move up, but they lost tonight to Madison. So those are going to be the top 4 seeds that are coming into the tournament. White River probably 5. So let's look at the tournament, Jeff. As you can see, my B teams I have on my list, there's only room for 8. And the 6 that I think probably won't slip up are Lower Brule, Aberdeen Christian, D. Smith, Faith, although Phillip and Harding County, if they have to run into Harding County again, that could get interesting. White River should make it. I think Viborg-Hurley is going to get there too. That leaves 2 spots, and I'm thinking Ethan and James Valley Christian, with my wild cards being Phillip, Harding County, Castlewood, Del Rapids, and Woolsey-Wessington, all capable.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly Woolsey, Del Rapids, Castlewood, all very capable teams. But those are my 8 here, and my B prediction is Christian over Faith or White River. That's my prediction.
Well, and Christian did take out White River once already.
Mhm.
Fairly, I would say,
easily,
semi-convincingly.
They may have peaked during that game. They may have peaked.
So I think
I
up
hope
to
not.
then, I think White River was ranked first until that game.
Great game. They shot 70-some%.
I certainly can't argue with your top 8.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, a lot has to play out in the region tournaments yet, see what sort of upsets there are, because
they're always going to be.
Somebody's going to get knocked out that shouldn't have been, that somebody's going to have like we were talking before, somebody's going to have a bad shooting night and get knocked out next week when we don't think they would be.
Yeah.
Some of the regions, I mean, if you look at some of the regions are really tough. Like there are
the Smith region.
Several good,
the Smith region has 4 teams that could go to state. Right?
I mean, you have something like that. Well, you know that's not necessarily going to be chalk at that point. So, so a lot can happen. A lot still to play out. We'll see where everything looks in a couple of weeks.
You talk about Region 2 to Smith. Woolsey-Wessington is going to be a 4 the way it looks, so Woolsey is going to have to knock off to Smith. And then you got Castlewood, James Valley, the 2-3 matchup likely. So I'm going to take James Valley there. I'm going to take DeSmit. However, look at this, Jeff. Woolsey-Wessington, I believe, played DeSmit earlier. 3-point loss. They played them. They played Lower Brule to the wire. They played DeSmit to the wire. But look at this. They lose to James Valley Christian by 15. So who can figure it out? That's why we play the games.
Game-to-game stuff. I mean, you can have a game play. I mean, if you had a 7-game series, you much different. But even over the course of 20 games, sure, a team maybe shows you their personality, but that doesn't mean that they still don't have some ups and downs and can't show something different. I think the 2 teams we see tonight. I mean, we've seen both the Titans and Tigers show some spirit in a few games and also show you some cringy moments in a few games. So we'll have to see how some of that plays out. Once again, everybody, the Titan girls playing tomorrow, Aberdeen Christian over in Frederick, 1 o'clock. That's going to be on titans.liveticket.tv if you can't make it over to Frederick. The Titan boys, again, we assume, will host Hitchcock Tulare here in Leola on Tuesday. If that's the case, it'll be here on Valley Sports again. We're getting some pictures. And with that, so this is our final regular season game. Thanks everybody for a good season. Thanks for joining me tonight, Rob.
Had fun.
Good luck to the Tigers and Titans next week in regions. Good luck to the Lady Titans tomorrow. I want to once again thank you for watching tonight's live coverage of boys high school basketball here in Leola, between the Leola Frederick Titans and the Ipswich Tigers, which was won by Ipswich 60-37.
And you're saying where we can catch all these games? Tuesday at Ipswich, here, Tuesday, Leola Valley.
Yep.
If you want to follow the Christian boys, I'll be doing those games go to hubcityradio.com. Hubcityradio.com. I'll take them all the way to the state tournament, hopefully.
And most people probably know this by now, but if you're looking, the games that are on Valley are live streamed.
Archived.
You can either go to the Valley homepage, scroll to the bottom, and click on the Titan or Tiger or Wolverine or Thunder logo, whatever team you're looking for, wherever they're playing, whatever gym they're playing in, Harriet or Ipswich or Leola or
Eureka,
thank you.
Yep.
And so obviously for the boys next week, you can go down to the Titan for the Titans game and go down to the Tiger for the Tigers game. And those are also on YouTube. You got to go to the town, so Leola, or Ipswich, and then Valley Live Sports. So Leola Valley Live Sports, Ipswich Valley Live Sports on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel. And you can watch old games there. The recordings are on there.
I think just this year's game, so.
So far, yeah.
First year.
Yeah, this is the first year. So last year's games are not
No,
on.
they're not there, but Mason Hines called my daughter last night and wanted to know if we had the games from when he played. And I says, no. Maybe Call Valley they might have them, but I have them on my TV. So he was looking for them, so.
Yep. So with that, tonight's game proudly brought to you by our scoreboard sponsors, C&B Operations and Valley Telecommunications, your local best choice for telephone and super fast broadband internet.
Super fast.
And that's all here from Leola. Good night from Valley Live Sports. Thanks, Rob.
You
We'll see you in the future. Thanks, everybody.
Oh.